Hi, we're two dudes 5 feet. I'm Dakota.
And I'm Jacob.
We're joined by our normal guest, Michaela.
Hey!
And the person who we finally let out of the basement,
I was let out because I ate my eggshells this week.
Dalton!
Hello.
It's been a while, guys. We've been really busy and haven't been able to sit down and do any of these.
Yep.
So, we're sorry for that.
Hey.
Adult life is hard.
Hey, exactly. We adulting.
Yeah.
We over here.
Some of us.
Shut up. Shut up or you're going back in the basement. We're doing Disney movies. Disney animated movies.
Yeah.
We've already put some on here that either we haven't seen all of us or for the most part we don't remember the names.
We don't recollect. Like some of these are like older ones that we can't remember much about.
Or none of us decided to care about.
Yeah, exactly.
The mouse looks so familiar.
Yes,
Right?
I know that's the one that's bugging us the
Well, here's the
most.
thing.
We know what this is. It's just only one of us actually recollects any of it. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
I
And
just say remembers.
that lion and koala bear, it sticks out to me. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. It's like it was like a try at Madagascar or something.
Yeah.
So
But I think we're just going to start this list off strong with 101 Dalmatians.
yeah. So what do you guys think?
It was a-
Controversial.
Okay.
C tier.
C tier.
Pretty middling.
Quite frankly, I've seen this movie enough times that I should remember it,
You just
but
don't-
it is so lackluster compared to some of the other movies on
Yeah.
here
That's valid.
Fair enough.
That's valid.
that I have no real recollection of what happens in the movie besides 2 humans, 2 dogs, suddenly lots of puppies, and then Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest,
Oh.
Cruella de Vil is like the most memorable part of that movie.
Yes,
Besides-
100%.
Besides the namesake, 101 Dalmatians.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of Disney and Pixar movies, the villain stands out more than even the main characters
Yeah.
sometimes.
She just wanted
They're
a
pretty
puppies in the coat.
50-50.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
See,
See? Pretty
now,
middling.
Bugs Life.
A Bug's Life.
A Bug's Life, bro. A life of a
That
bug.
caterpillar.
Epic before Epic was the thing.
That grasshopper, man, that gives
Dude.
some people just
Fantastic
feels.
villain.
Really, he's a fantastic
Fantastic
villain.
villain.
But like, bro, at a young age, and people get afraid of bugs, that's their nightmare fuel. that grasshopper villain,
Yeah, dude.
he's not mine. I just have a couple of friends who
No. His speech,
Oh my
where he
God.
kills that
so
guy.
good.
Yo. Where he is literally the 1%
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah,
Loved it.
He the villain, really good. The
Very
big
applicable.
caterpillar guy, yo,
That's memorable.
The ladybug.
memorable. And I remember
I
the
like the ladybug.
The ladybug, that's a guy.
Hey,
I'm a guy.
yeah. Hey, I'm a guy.
The spider.
The stick bug guy.
Stick bug guy was really cool. I want to give it an A.
Yeah.
I'll go B.
I feel
I
A.
really lower A.
I feel low A, but we got nothing else in A.
Okay.
So
We might move
think
it later.
I think it deserves A,
Meh.
but
What do you think? Do you think B?
I just, for me, Bugs Life was never really like the one. It's good. I'm not docking that it's a good movie. Just personally, I wouldn't give it an A. I would give it a B.
also every time if you have it on, DVD or VHS, and you bought it, one of the openers is the old man chest short.
True, which is
Yo, bonus
Wrong.
bonus points.
Yeah.
baby.
I mean, we might move it later,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, I think for the villain alone, and the story was pretty good too.
Yeah. It was involved.
Yeah,
It was involved. I liked it.
a goofy.
Goofy movie. Goofy
my
movie.
gut is S.
Literally an S tier father.
Yeah.
He went back to college so he could get a better job for his son so he could pay for his sons.
You
Yeah.
look like you have a different say in the matter over there.
Listen,
Michaela.
the cheese pizza from that movie
Oh,
alone
Dude,
has an S tier.
oh.
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
died for
Our
our
Cynthias.
I don't think it deserves S.
I think it definitely deserves A though.
I think it's A.
Okay.
I think it's definitely A
I'll agree.
above Bug's Life for
Okay.
sure.
Everything in A is gonna go
I
Bugs
think so,
Life
yeah.
for me, at least.
But I think it's middle A, possibly high A.
Okay. Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Classic fairy
Robin
tale
Williams.
romance.
Robin
Robin
Good music.
Williams.
Good music, memorable.
Honestly, the opening scene where the
classics.
seller is sitting there trying to.
Yeah.
They literally
Yeah.
sat Robin Williams in front of a table of just random shit.
Stuff to fuck
and
with.
was like, hey, just talk, play with this.
Interact with them.
And he literally ends up breaking one of the pieces, which is what he says. It's like, it broke.
It came like that.
It came like that, yeah.
No, honestly, yeah. Robin Williams is always fantastic, no matter what movies he's in. But yeah, like music, memorable characters, memorable story, fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, another cool villain.
Yeah,
Like,
Jafar,
they hit hard with their villains. man.
That era of movies was great with
Yeah.
Gilbert Godfrey is the parrot.
Oh my God,
Gilbert
Gilbert Gottfried as
Y'all,
Iano.
y'all are gonna forget Gilbert Godfrey.
Obviously, the way it sounded, definitely A.
Yeah.
But is it above Goofy movie?
I think it's almost tied.
Almost
Like,
tied. Is
Okay, so Goofy movie hits home a bit more than like Aladdin.
yeah, that's valid.
I would say Goofy movie goes higher than it, just because I think there was more of a overarching, not just story with
Like
it, but morals with it.
moral, yeah.
I wouldn't-
Well, yeah,
That's valid.
Aladdin was like,
I
hey,
like
don't.
that. I just wanted to
Be yourself
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
energy. Yeah. No, that's valid. That's valid. Alice in Wonderland.
It's been
Disney.
so long since I've seen this movie.
I would say I've seen the live action Alice in
Yeah.
Wonderland a lot more recently than I've seen this version of Alice in Wonderland.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Alice in
The
Wonderland as a
Cheshire
whole.
Cat, though, in this one,
Cheshire
Yes.
Cat.
was
Oh my
done
God.
amazing.
I love
Oh,
it.
yeah.
That's like
fantastic.
the only thing I remember the most of is the Cheshire
That's
Cat.
Wow.
That
The-
yeah.
The Queen of Hearts in this one,
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
is a lot more well done.
Mhm.
No offense, I love Helena Bonham Carter.
Yeah.
I'll watch anything that she's in at least once.
Yeah.
But I think that her edition of the Red Queen is not.
It's a different vibe.
It's a very
It's a
different
different play
vibe,
on it.
and I think I enjoy the one in the original more.
I think this is like along the lines of Pinocchio, like the original Pinocchio.
Yes.
Well, not only in style, but it's it's like one of those really old stories that ultimately has so many reiterations.
Just kind of lost in the sea.
Yeah, it's a little bit lost in the sea of it all. But honestly, like for this one specific, it's like it's kind of like what every Alice in Wonderland kind of based off of a lot.
Yeah.
Besides just the book,
Yeah,
like
the
fir-
visuals
like
where
the
they took
first,
a lot of
yeah, like the first thing that anybody making an Alice in Wonderland movie is gonna do is read the book, then watch this, basically,
Yeah.
for like visuals and effects and stuff like that. And again, like you were bringing up, Dalton, the stylization of the Cheshire Cat,
Dakota.
oh,
Yeah, that's Dakota. I brought up the smile.
yeah. You brought up the smile. Yeah. Honestly, just the stylization, it's in that era of Disney where the animation was that clear kind of like Silver Age
I think it was
animation 2D.
more thought out.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, the animation nowadays is really good, but they have a lot more tricks and stuff they can pull to make something look good.
Yes.
Whereas back then, it actually took them time and dedication to be able to do that
Yeah, it took a lot more focus.
for that era of movies.
Yeah.
It
Like
took a lot more to work
like
with.
Robin Hood.
Yes.
They were
Or
all drawn.
Jungle Book is what I always jump to because I compare the Cheshire Cat animations and stuff to the snake
Yes.
in that one. Honestly, I think B.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely got.
It's great.
It's a classic American
exactly.
story,
It's
basically.
memorable.
But I
Yeah.
think compared to what we've got so far, I don't think it's definitely better than 101 Dalmatians.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say obviously more memorable,
Mm.
but I don't think it tops right now what we've got in it.
Oh yeah, no.
I think B is a happy place for it.
Yeah, for right now, I think B
I
speaks
think
for
it can
itself.
sit in B for now. I
It
think,
might drop to C.
Yeah, I would say I think the argument could be made to drop it to C just based off of. It's a good movie. It's a staple of
American authors.
animation,
Yeah.
American
animation.
book. I don't think it's American book. Actually, I think it's British. But
Yeah, I think it is. Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is British.
But I think, personally, I would have put it C. So I would say the argument exists to bump it down if we find better options for B.
Low B, yeah. Okay.
I don't even think we need to talk about this next
Hot.
one.
Yeah.
Unless you sound like you were going to say a hot take. Because you started to say hot there. So I don't...
What's your hot take? Because I think I know where you're going to put this. And it's where I would put this as well.
Hot take. I don't think it's S tier. That was my hot take. That's what I
thought you were going to say.
I don't think it's S tier. I think it's topping A tier.
Okay, but give us why you don't think it's S tier.
Animation, fantastic.
Yes. Quintessential
film. It got slept on a little bit, but not a lot. Like, people liked it when it came out.
Well, yes.
The characters, fantastic. I love the characters. They're super memorable. My biggest problem is story. It just feels like everything else is at an S, but the story, in comparison, feels like a C. Which, I think that plot line, the story itself, just everything else was so well done that even, I'm not saying it's bad, it's just by comparison, it's a strong weak spot that I feel.
Fair enough.
It was super linear, which, I mean, that's a movie. That's the way they are. But
especially in that era,
it felt super linear. I would have loved the bad guys. Fantastic. I thought those were cool.
Yes.
The animation when he like transforms into like energy and whatnot freaked me the fuck out as a kid.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Love the imagery of it. But it was so choreographed. Like, I know it's meant for kids, but I mean, we're adults now.
Yeah.
We're trying to critique them as we do. I just feel it's top of A because I think S tier, there's going to be things in S tier that are going to resonate more. I think it's top of A. I can feel the argument. Obviously, if you all three want S, it's going in S.
Yeah.
But that's my argument. I just think this story was...
It could have been better.
Yeah.
Pretty
much. I think it needed some improvement. Otherwise, it'd be a guaranteed S.
I don't know. This is one of my favorite ones.
Mm-hmm. It's a good one.
Because, like you said, a lot of people sleep on this movie.
Oh yeah.
It's to me, it's one of the more underrated movies. Like, people talk about this movie, and that movie.
I think it's really gotten a resurgence because of our like age group that kind of grew up watching them. You know, being older and adults now, we get to speak on it all. So
yeah. So Dalton, what do you think?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Are
for
you
me, the world building of this alone is almost enough to put it in S tier for me because the Atlantean language in this movie was made by the guy who made Klingon.
Yeah.
So you can literally learn and do everything with it.
Yeah, it's a real functioning language.
Yeah, exactly.
That's always fun.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then there's you touched on the characters and how they're super memorable. Yeah, but it hit that fantasy thing because like growing up, like it came out in like 2002. I was on like 4 or 5 at the time, and Atlantis was this big cool thing. And what if it's out there? The fantasy, you hit that childlike sparks.
The mystery of it all. Yeah.
And just growing up now, seeing it and like realizing it all, it's a beautiful movie. I have nothing negative to say about it except I never really focused. I watched it late last year. And I have no qualms with it. I'm gonna put it in like for me it's an S. But I see your points.
Yeah. Like that's the only reason why I don't feel S. It's just we got a lot of lists to go. Obviously, we're gonna rearrange at the end no matter what. But you three obviously want S. Go for it. I'm fine with that. Do it.
So, Bambi. I have a funny story to tell for this one.
Yeah.
Maybe I might have told you might have heard it before. I was in a movie class in high school, and everyone got to choose a movie, and each movie was then reviewed, and it was, you talked about it, your thoughts on it, and whatnot. Bambi was one someone picked.
Okay.
And I write up my review, And the next day, my teacher calls me up to his desk, and he goes, "Did you take this offline?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, "No, I didn't."
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up in that class. He graded me like 5 points more than what the paper was worth.
Okay.
And in that class, I was just like, you know what? It's for its time, because this is one of the oldest movies probably on here. Not the oldest, but one of the older ones.
Yeah, it's one of the what is it called? Bronze Age.
Well, I would say Bronze
Or whatever.
Age.
43,
It's
I
called-
think is when it came out.
Yeah, it came out really.
I mean, we still got Snow White. That's
Well,
the
yeah,
oldest.
yeah, but still, those are.
Mhm.
But he was like, "You didn't steal this review offline or whatever." I'm like,
Yeah.
"No, I just wrote stuff down about it and
Mhm.
wrote the best review about it he'd ever seen."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I want to put it in B. B or C.
You want to put it in B?
To me,
I don't remember.
Bambi, the graphics at the time were really good. Like, the animation style of it was done really well. But for me, I wasn't a big fan of Bambi.
No.
And you put it in B
I would
if you're not a fan of it.
B or C.
I
I'm
personally
feeling
thi-
C at most.
I'm glad you said it most, because I was about to drop.
Yeah.
I personally think Bambi could go in D.
D.
Okay.
I think it
I
is.
don't remember any of this.
I can-
Exactly. I know
Yeah.
I've seen
I just
it.
know the dad gets
That
shot.
kind of speaks for
The
itself.
dad
The
dies,
mom
the mom
dies.
dies.
Mom dies, and then it's Bambi going on a little
And
adventure.
then Bambi dies in Bambi 2.
Yep.
I'm
Thumper's
okay with
the
you.
memorable character.
The only memorable character is Thumper.
Yeah,
Don't at
Thumper
me.
is literally the best
Don't at me.
character in Bambi.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
You should've just
literally
called it
such.
Thumper.
It's literally such an inconsequential Disney movie that people could just stop acknowledging it as a Disney movie,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I don't think it would change the course of anything that we know or care about.
No, I agree with that.
That's valid.
I'm okay with C or D then.
I think it deserves D.
D?
That's
Okay.
valid. One of the coined princess movies,
Beauty and the
Beauty and the
Beast.
Beast.
Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, music, fantastic.
Yes.
Music alone is
That's what I remember the
Yeah.
most about this movie, because I think
This one was very musical.
I've only seen it the once, maybe twice, and those would have been both around the same time.
Gaston.
Okay, I'm gonna go off that right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gaston, great villain.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
to the entire rest of the town, fuck,
He's a hero.
awesome guy.
Yeah.
But deep down, he is a terrible manipulating.
Yeah. He's got this evil in him.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. It's like that subtle,
Yeah.
kind of evil. We like
And,
that.
Again, great villain, great plot.
The
Music alone, beautiful.
I know to this day people still like actively
Listen to the music. Yeah.
Yeah.
and like maybe even meme on it.
Yeah. I love that the line that Belle repeats, like a line that is repeated twice, and it's like the wake up snap for
Yeah.
the beast at the end, to switch from just about to outright murder Gaston, and then Gaston dies anyway,
Probably for the best.
falling off. I love that kind of circular story writing.
Yeah.
I think it's really smart, and I think it puts it above for sure. I think it's definitely an A tier.
Oh yeah.
I could see the argument for S, because again, like the setting alone, there's just not a lot of French
Yeah, right.
like themed movies for Disney all that much. Like there's
But they
maybe
did with it, though.
there's
There's like
maybe
two.
three. There's maybe three.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Well, that's the one everyone
Yeah,
counts
Ratatouille.
anyways.
Yeah,
They don't
those are
count,
the two.
They don't count that in the list
Yeah,
because
what else?
Ratatouille.
I mean, Ratatouille's in here.
Yeah, I know. That's what
But-
what I'm saying. Is they don't count it in the list of French movies
Yeah,
because it is nothing but French.
yeah. So I mean, I'm fine with A if someone wants to make an argument for S.
I'd say really high A.
I don't
I-
think I care enough about it for it to be S.
That's valid.
Don't get me wrong. Good movie.
Yeah.
But-
Like you'd sit down and rewatch it for
Yeah.
sure, and it wouldn't be a waste of time. But
Exactly.
it's not like life changing
Yes.
kind
I-
of stuff.
I think that Beauty and the Beast should go between
Goofy
Goofy movie and Aladdin.
Yeah.
Because I
That's
think
valid.
Beauty and the Beast has just a little bit more substance, a little bit more.
A little more meat to chew on.
Than
Yeah.
Aladdin.
Oh,
Aladdin.
yes.
That's valid. And they're kind of in that same era.
They are exactly the same era.
Yeah,
Yes.
of like animation, of
Yeah.
song, of
Yes,
story
because
writing.
Back then, you used to get musical note after musical note.
And they were all good.
Oh yeah, banger after banger. You know,
Because they took time into that.
that's what I was kind of feeling too as far as placement as well. Because this I feel like has more impact than these.
Yeah.
Anything lower, you know.
I would say growing up, you'd
More
see
impact.
Max's side of the Goofy movie, but as an adult and like becoming a parent,
Yeah.
you see Goofies, and that hits several different levels.
Oh yeah. Honestly, fantastic. I think it's a very good movie.
Agreed. All right.
Big Hero 6.
I've only seen this movie once.
What the fuck?
I've probably seen it
Maybe
double digit amount of times.
Same.
Because I've seen it at camps
Yeah,
for
I'm gonna
kids.
say I've seen it at
and
camp for sure,
and
but I think I
like-
first saw it.
a bunch of
But
stuff.
like, I think I've seen it one more time.
The
So
Stan Lee cameo.
In a Disney
Well,
movie.
because originally Marvel owned the rights to Big Hero
Big Hero
6.
6, yeah.
And now
Originally-
Disney just owns Marvel.
Yes.
Yes.
Going full circle.
It was one of their real first, like, big crossover field things.
I think
Well,
it was one of
it
their
was-
biggest break away from their normal mode.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
They broke the mold. with
Like,
Big
they
Hero
came up
6.
with something a little more original.
Yeah,
with
because
this.
I remember all the Disney movies up to this movie. Like, this one just completely changed the playing field that Disney movies were on.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just, after this, I think Disney movies have gotten, I don't want to say much, like better, but like progressively better in the way they do things and look at things.
Yeah, yeah.
Versus the stereotypical princess and a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, Big Hero 6, really pretty well written.
The characters were done well.
Honestly, probably the best out of all the movies that they've done that represents like loss,
Yes.
like functionality after the loss of someone. Like, I think they did that really well, and that was the whole overarching theme and moral of the story as is. And I think they executed that super well.
Yes.
And again, circling back to that, like, it's pretty original too.
Yes.
Of an idea, like, it's got a different feel than a lot of the content that they've ever made, like you were saying.
The soundtracks.
Oh,
the
yeah.
soundtrack.
The setting is beautiful.
Oh,
The
setting
picture-
was
San
awesome.
Francisco.
Yeah,
They,
San
they
Francisco was
did
too.
phenomenal on the design,
Of
the
everything.
graphics,
Oh.
Everything.
the animation, smooth.
It felt like a world.
Their
It
aunt.
felt alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
Their aunt.
oh.
Yeah.
Aunt Cass. More like Aunt Ass. Oh.
Oh, right? I
I was for
remember.
Aunt Castle and SAS here.
I,
Okay.
That's
seen-
what you think is the creme de la creme good out there?
Again. Okay, so the
I
setting's
don't know,
good.
I'm
the
a-
characters are good.
Oh, yeah.
film's good.
Moral's fantastic. They
I don't
executed it
remember her
well.
name.
Who?
I'm trying to remember.
Helen Park?
No. No. From this movie.
Oh.
One of the heroes.
Oh.
Oh, Go-Go?
Go. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I knew exactly.
She's
what
my
you meant.
favorite.
The,
She's
I-
your favorite?
the hot
Yeah.
Asian girl on the
Yeah.
The skates,
On the
yeah.
rollers.
rollerblades,
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
I saw a clip of this movie
Go-Go.
recently where it was the main kid
Mm-hmm.
who I don't remember his name whatsoever.
Hero,
Hero.
Oh my
Look like
gosh.
hero.
Big Hero 6.
but his name's not spelled with an E.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not.
He was going against like his first little invention against this
against the
big
big boss guy.
fat guy, just like, oh, you are going to lose.
Yeah.
All right, double or nothing.
Double or nothing.
Turns a
He's a
little
hustler.
like,
He
toy
like-
in serious mode.
He just like,
Angry face.
and it just, and he's like, oh no,
Yeah.
just
And
honestly,
it
really
dismantles
good.
the bot. I love the little innocent
So
serial killer
Turned into a
bot.
little serpent. Killed it with
So
Bond.
good.
Fantastic opener.
I want to give this movie an S for
Yeah.
many reasons.
Agreed.
That's valid.
And Cash alone.
No.
I got 2 reasons for you.
On an-
Aunt Cass.
On an actual serious note,
Yeah.
this movie did so well at portraying something so serious and so heavy, like the loss of a loved one, in a way that still made it both entertaining and digestible
Yeah.
Yep.
for people across like
All
all
ages,
ages.
yeah.
And the characters are so just fun and alive and relatable, and like they've all got their own stuff going on, but at the same time they all work so well together after they like, you know, start putting their minds to it.
Yeah.
And there's just so much like, I don't know, there's so many things about like each of the characters individually that are just like so fun and so cool. Like the fucking Honey Lemon.
Yeah.
Fucking Honey Lemon, she was like everything I wanted to be when this movie came out. I was like, holy shit.
Biochemistry.
Oh my god.
Superhero.
Can I be a biochemist superhero too? No, I can't because superheroes don't exist. But it's fun to
If
do.
you have enough money, they do.
Yeah, going off of what you said, like honestly, the thing that makes this S is their execution of the moral dilemma, because the bad guy is in the same problem and dealing with the same way. So it's the same issue. It's just he is the negative.
Yeah,
that is the same negative that Hero, the main character, is going through. It's just
They deal with it differently.
Two sides of the same coin.
barely differently.
Yes.
Until up to a certain point where Hero realizes, and then we're not even bringing up the
No.
sacrifice at the end.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm 100%.
It's okay because they get him back.
Yeah, they do
They
get
him
they
back.
They get him back. They get him back, but which is always one of my biggest pet peeves with movies.
But also
is-
he's a robot, so it makes
But
sense
yeah,
in
yeah,
this case.
it's expected.
He's not a human.
It's like it's
But,
an Iron
yeah.
Giant kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Iron Giant. Oh gosh, Iron Giant.
Oh, man.
Is that on here?
No.
No,
It's a Pixar movie.
It's a
I think.
Pixar.
it's Pixar Soul.
There's Pixar things on here.
Yes,
Pixar
Motherfuckers.
collaboration.
it's not on here though.
Yeah, but it's strictly Pixar, though.
Yeah.
Whereas Toy Story is Disney.
Disney
and
and
Pixar.
Pixar, yeah, I get it.
But
Yeah.
Shit,
I,
X.
I think S
Put it
as
in
well.
S.
I would say above Atlanta.
Okay,
Me too.
yeah.
Yeah. I'll give
I
it
think
that.
it's got more to chew on.
Okay, it has
it's
a
got
hell
more
of
to
a
chew
lot
on.
more to chew on.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how big of a fan you guys are of Bolt, but I hardly remember the movie besides
was-
Dog Run Fast.
It was entertaining.
My go-to is
That's
like
about it.
deep sea.
Okay.
Hamster.
Dog run fast. Hamster is hilarious.
Cat's
Cat has super sad backstory and learns how to love and trust again.
Yep.
Bolt is like the shining example of fucking loyalty
And naivete.
and naivety, but also taking care of the people that you care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it deserves to be above D. I'm not gonna argue that it needs to go like A or anything
I
like
think
that.
D, man.
I'm thinking
I'm
C.
saying C above Dalmatians
Yeah.
or
Cause
below.
it-
These are good characters.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
good
not a
characters.
super memorable movie, and unless you're weird like me, you probably didn't hyperfixate on it very much.
Yeah, no.
I mean, when you mentioned the gerbil and the cat, I remembered.
Yeah. Like those characters come back to you.
Yeah, but it's
as
just
soon as you mention
the
it.
Bolt is like the namesake of the movie, and that's all you ever see
Yeah.
when they talk about it is Dog Run Fast.
Also, like I love.
Dog don't run fast.
I love the.
Actually, that
I
was
love
just
the
part
two
of the TV
minion
show.
cats.
Yeah.
The two minion cats are funny.
Oh yeah.
You know, a little
Bolt,
a little stinky in the brain.
Yeah.
Kind of dichotomy between them.
Bolt actually doesn't run fast.
Really?
No,
No.
he's a dog actor.
He's an actor dog.
He's an
and
actor
he thinks
dog.
that
He
he's actually
thinks,
dog.
but he thinks it's real
Yeah.
because he's just a fucking dog,
Because he's a dog and that's all he's
and
got.
he doesn't
you know?
realize that it's not real.
Yeah.
And he also
And-
doesn't.
Right, that's
and-
right.
Yeah. It's kind of a really sad situation when you think about it as the movie plays out because he's like
Delirious.
he's not delirious.
He's
He's
delusional.
Same thing.
No,
He has been
they're-
lied to.
He's like delusional because all of his life this is all he's known. Ever since he was a puppy, he's been being used as the character on the show, and all he knows are
I have superpowers.
I have superpowers.
Guys
this is
fall
my
over.
girl. I have to protect her.
Yeah.
And then the whole string of misadventures happens, and he has to come to terms with the fact that, oh my god, I'm not a superhero. I can't
I'm a
actually help
regular
anyone.
dog.
I'm a regular ass dog.
And then that's the whole decline, and then the right before at the end, where it's the hero's return,
And there's a
he
new
realizes I'm a dog and I'm still her hero.
dog. Yeah.
You know, like you don't have to be a hero; you just got to be the hero to the people closest to you.
Yeah.
Kind of that's the whole moral, basically. I'd say C. Yeah, I think that's a good
Good characters.
placement.
But very.
Very forgettable movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, forgettable movie. Less forgettable.
Brave.
Honestly,
if you had the chance to change your fate,
would you?
would
Alright,
you?
so-
Mordu!
So Disney spent like 5 years studying curly hair for
Yeah.
animation.
For the animation. Honestly, like, I cannot emphasize enough. I think ultimately people do not praise Brave enough.
Amen.
No, I think it's one of those slept-on movies.
Yeah, I think it's surprisingly slept on because all you need to show someone, even if they've seen it, to remind them of how good the movie is the Archer scene where she is walking and then it's the slow-mo of the arrow. They animate the bend of the arrow in the wave. They see the splinting of the wood. Like, everything to detail, like you said, the hair. Like, they put so much into the detail of this.
The woven threads of the tapestry when
The
she cuts
tapestry
it.
when she cuts it is actually like real tapestry. Like, the amount of effort the animators went into for this movie, the amount of detail, I think is lost
Yes.
to a lot of people, which is why it doesn't get enough praise. But honestly, if they did more movies in this style with this
Oh my
dedication,
God.
Well, you would think they would.
I didn't take up too much of their budget.
Yeah.
like
It would be so worth it.
just imagine some of these newer movies if they did it in the same just dedication and effort. Like, imagine how much better this movie would have been. Like, I'm not hating on it, it's fantastic. But, like, imagine it if it had that much dedication to that
Yeah.
animation. Or, like,
Just that level of detail.
Yeah.
you know, like, the level of detail to it all, I think, warrants it more praise.
Moving off the technical aspects,
Yeah.
the actual fucking like storyline and the lesson of Brave as a whole about the impacts of like just historical problems in, you know, obviously it's meant to be Scotland. Like historical problems when you don't pass things down correctly, the conflict that arises between whether it's siblings or clans or just groups of peoples when you don't rectify and you don't learn the history
Yeah,
properly and you're doomed to repeat yourself.
exactly.
The story of Mordu
Mordu.
and the fucking witch of the shack who is obsessed with bears and
Yeah.
wood carving and
Wood carving.
definitely doesn't have a picture of Sully from Monsters Inc. carved over one of her
Yes,
tablets.
The crossovers.
Because all
There's
Pixar movies have a
crossover.
connection.
Yeah.
Yes.
They all have
The
crossovers.
They have
witch
it.
totally isn't Boo accidentally time traveling through doors and getting herself stuck in 1200 Scotland.
Yes.
Mhm.
Honestly, my favorite thing about Pixar's movies, they're all connected.
Yeah, they all got little Easter eggs in it. Which
Yes.
is fantastic.
They have a connected universe.
Yeah.
nice.
But no, I think the message of Brave and the learning how to accept your family for who they are, even if you know,
You don't get along.
even if you don't get along at first, or if you're not, you know, you don't have the same exact,
It's a movie that preaches understanding
yeah.
as their big
But
moral.
But it does it in a way that's not like forcing it down your throat or like
Yeah.
telling you that you need to accept one thing or the other. It's a very like accept the people around you and accept your family for who they are and love them, even if you don't necessarily agree with them. Find ways to reconcile your differences.
Yeah. I obviously have big brownie points for this because, you know, the theme and setting.
I would say, I know you love this movie.
Yeah. Because honestly, it
You
sucks.
played the game.
It sucks so much that there's not more like cool Scottish and Irish like movies
Yes.
in like modern and regular mainstream media.
No.
Like, there's just not a lot, and if there is, it's always a stereotypical kind of
Yes.
stuff instead of actually getting into the rich culture of it all, which I think they did fantastic with Brave. Like, they made fun of like a lot of the tropes and stuff and played at it, but ultimately the heart of it was still super rich with like historical stuff. Like, one of the characters actually speaks like the quote unquote Scottish that no one understands. I love that
remember
guy.
that.
Yeah, the blonde guy's son. I love it. The characters super memorable. Like you remember the maid, and the three boys. Maudie, yeah. Like it's fantastic. I love it. I say it deserves highest A or S for me. What are you guys feeling?
You
guys
two haven't spoken on the movie out.
Well, it's. I think I've seen this one once, and
Yeah.
it would have been like about the time it came out.
Yeah.
So for me, most of it's foggy.
Yeah.
You know, I
That's
was
valid.
a wee little lad.
A wee little loud.
We were not that young when this came out.
It was
like
what?
2013?
13?
Yeah, so we were all 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah.
We were teenagers already when this came out.
Yeah, and it's been almost 10 years since then.
Well, yeah, but still.
And I've seen it once.
Yeah.
Why have you only seen it once? That's the problem.
Because he's only seen it once.
It's a great movie. It is memorable.
Yeah, it is.
I don't remember much of the movie. I know the bears,
Bears.
the hair,
Mm.
the arrows.
Yeah.
The fucking waterfall that she climbs up
Nope.
Right in the opener.
right at the beginning, and it's supposed to be
Angus, the
and
horse.
it's supposed to be like this super, like, rite of passagey type thing that she just went out and did for funsies because they wouldn't have let her do it as a rite of passage anyway because she's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
That's valid.
I definitely.
Do you guys feel above Goofy movie
I'd say
or lower?
I say above if we're putting it in A.
If we were to go lower, I'd only put it right below it.
yeah.
Right below Goofy.
That's what. If we're going lower, that's where I would put
I'd
it.
say almost tied.
But what
with
do you
it.
think it deserves? Like, what do you feel
I
like?
think it deserves another watch.
Well, yeah. It just, to me, the Goofy movie is the one that sticks out the most between the two of them.
Really?
Well,
The Goofy
because
movie is
I've seen the
older, I
Goofy
don't know
movie
more of it.
multiple times versus the one time I've seen Brave.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why.
That's
for
their
me.
experience.
I have seen both multiple times, and
Exactly.
I do not think that the Goofy movie lives up to the hype as much as Brave does.
Yeah, but you've seen it multiple times.
I've seen
Versus-
both multiple times.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Versus my one compared watch to Brave.
Yeah.
Where do you want it? Put it where you want it.
I'd say top 8.
Fair enough.
That's valid.
Tell
Right, man.
everybody I'm on my way.
Well, watch out. Don't get us copyright struck.
Oh, sorry.
Not gonna lie, I've seen it when I was a kid, and I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay, this was okay. Michaela's video. Every
This
video
is
info
this is
dump.
your fan favorite.
This is my fucking favorite Disney movie on this entire list. Do not at me.
Too late. I already added you. It's going in the comments. Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments. Tell me how much you think I'm an idiot for saying that this is my favorite.
Nah.
Brother Bear.
College is my
First of all,
yes.
the cultural representation,
Oh yeah. and
getting
you-
actually good indigenous representation for the
Yeah,
first time until
Inuits and-
Moana came out. Because Pocahontas is there, but let's be honest.
It's just
It was-
telling a
it was
history
different.
Yeah,
story.
it was a history story. It was not cultural really whatsoever. Brother Bear is so good. They researched so much going into this about like native cultures and like First People cultures, Inuit cultures before they actually started this movie because it's supposed to be set, I believe, in Alaska
Makes sense.
or somewhere in like Alaska
Canada.
bordering into Canada,
Yeah.
like in the Yukon territories. Shout out to Canada. Yes, I know your geography somewhat.
Stop. They'll think that you're Canadian. Watch out.
Carefully.
I know that Quebec and other territories are different than each other.
Yeah. Watch out. Watch out.
I know where each of the territories are on a map, give or take.
Yeah, I can too because they're mapped out.
Saskatchewan is just the Illinois of Canada.
Shut the fuck up!
I know that 98 to 95% of the Canadian population
Lives in Quebec.
lives on the other side of the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Literally. That is it.
But
My favorite
anyway,
thing about Canada is Letterkenny.
mine's poutine and hockey, so I mean, you know. But anyway, Brother Bear was a like weekly watch for me growing up. This movie
It's your fan
owned my
favorite.
entire life. I love the interactions and the dynamics between Kenai and Coda so much. I named my dog after Coda.
Yep.
Just any type of like found family, gets to me.
Yeah.
I'm that bitch. I will cry at found family in a heartbeat. Just
The shared grief of loss.
the shared grief
mirrored
and loss,
story.
the mirrored
Writing.
story. The writing is so good. The conflict of it all really coming down to not necessarily person versus person, but just the ideals and like having
Perspective
to
versus
perspective versus
kind of thing.
perspective, and like having to come to terms with this person that you care so much for and that you have only known in this one context is actually also the person responsible for like the worst thing that's ever happened to you. Horrible, heart-wrenching, and such a good fucking like plot point for this movie. They used it so well. Also the moose.
Yeah, the funny moose.
The two funny moose.
Two funny moose.
The meese.
The
moose.
mooses. The mammoths. Riding mammoths for funsies. Yeah, the Canadian moose.
Canadian moose, eh?
The woolly mammoths. The idiot rams that just like yelled into the mountain range because they were hearing their own echoes bouncing back at them.
That's something I would do.
The fucking bear meetup where Kenai is like surrounded by an actual amount of bears for the first time and like almost has a freak out because
Yeah,
it's
a
like
salmon run. Yeah.
the salmon run.
Mm.
The salmon run.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a salmon run?
Once.
It's like a holiday.
It's not what you think like it is in real life. Trust me.
The animation
It's so good.
for
The Northern Lights and
the
the
Northern
spirits.
Lights and the Spirits is very memorable, very striking imagery.
Yes.
It reminded me so much of Fantasia.
Mm-hmm.
And Fantasia is
One of Disney's.
one of the best. It put them on the market
Yes,
basically.
for sure.
I think 100%. Fantasia and Fantasia 2000, both of them, fantastic. And it breathed a lot of that same visually, like those movies. And I'm all about the visuals, baby. I am.
Yeah.
Visuals and story writing. That's all you need. That's all you need to have me. What's your thoughts on these movies?
Again, I seen it at a young age. I do not remember anything of it. I see the pictures occasionally, and I can tell you what.
The more you explained it, the more I remembered.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Well,
Stop telling everybody I'm dead.
I know where the least I'd put it is A. But I'm sure Michaela wants it an S.
Yeah, this is your fan favorite S pick. Are we wanting to do personal picks?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
We can put this.
That's why I wanted to know.
We can bring it up.
We can
But
put
we don't
this
have to put it there.
we can put this to A. My only stipulation is that it has to go between Brave and Goofy movie.
Okay.
You don't want for anything lower, basically.
No,
That's valid.
it cannot be below the Goofy movie for me.
That's valid. That's valid.
Because like I said, the Goofy movie next to nothing for me.
I would argue impact and story model. I think these two are on like the exact same playing field. Like I think they're pretty close on the same bar.
Okay.
Having watched both multiple times, I've seen pretty much all these movies, except for obviously this wrong here. Each of them more than 5 times.
Okay.
But I'm not a Disney kid kind of
Yeah.
person either.
Yeah.
I'm a movie buff person.
Yeah.
Like this is what got me into wanting to be into animation. And I would watch it, love the hell out of the movie, and if I was watching it more than 3 times, any watch after that is me studying the small details of it.
Yes.
And like actually like picking up on
I
the
find
smaller
that when
things,
I
the finer
rewatch these movies within the last 5 years, if I've rewatched any of them, I'm sitting there, I'm paying attention to the story, but I'm looking more in the background and just trying to pick out more that I never noticed, or even just paying attention more than I did before.
Yep.
Like with our next movie, Cars, I rewatched that one in the last couple of years, and the stuff I noticed from it that I didn't notice when I was younger.
Wild.
Yeah,
it's so surprising. I think right here's fine.
Okay.
I'm fine with moving it above Brave. Honestly, I think these 3
are all pretty equal.
if not these 5, are pretty close.
Can we throw Bug's Life down to
1?
B?
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm sitting up looking at it, I'm like,
it's starting to all form a little bit more.
It doesn't compare with what we've got.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think that's the right play.
Bug's Life is memorable, but I don't think it.
It's memorable
not
and fun,
impactful.
but it doesn't have. Yeah, it doesn't have the same impact or
impact.
like emotional to it.
So we all know Cars. Honestly, the first movie really good.
Oh yeah,
Second movie
fantastic.
good.
Yeah.
The third movie they could have gone without. Honestly. This movie I don't want to spend a lot of time talking about. I'm okay with it being B. I think it's a really good movie, but I don't think it
Carries a lot of weight.
I don't think it carries much weight besides douchebag learns his lesson and learns to actually care versus being a dickhead.
It's the whole basic story plot trope where it's I'm a rich, arrogant asshole.
Yeah.
And then I realize,
I don't have it
more to life than just money.
Exactly. I don't have it as good as I thought I did. So there's more to life than just winning races
and
but,
money.
B. It's a good movie, but
I would say C.
C.
Bottom B?
Okay.
Bottom B?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Chicken
We've got
McLittle.
We've got a lot to
Why
go
did
through,
you
so we can
say
try that.
Mick?
Why
I don't
not?
know. Why not? McChicken.
Yeah, we can.
McChicken Little.
We can speed some of these up.
I mean, it doesn't matter how long we go.
I mean, no, but
I feel it's in the same area as B.
yeah.
I think that's kind of the rung that it goes with.
Yeah, I think so.
Because the animation was cool. The story.
It was a new step away from what they've been
The
doing.
soundtrack was
When-
fantastic.
I remember when Chicken Little came out, I was like so confused. I was like, "This is a Disney
Yeah,
movie?
yeah,
What
right?
are they
Yeah.
doing?"
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
You get so used to the formula they do, and then they come and break it like, all right, we're coming in here with this little chicken. The skies are falling.
The skies are falling. The
Yeah.
sky is falling.
I'm cool with B.
B, but where?
Let's
I-
throw it in there.
I would say upper B compared.
I'd
to
say
some
better
of
than
the
Ants Life for sure.
Yeah.
Bugs Life.
Yeah. Okay. Cinderella.
Cinderella is kind of like
It's an over.
it's one of
overrated.
their it's one of their quintessential like Disney was
It's one of their-
founded on
It's their
this
founding
shit.
father era of princesses.
And it's not a bad movie, like at its core, I don't think. But I definitely don't think it holds up to the same standard as the newer movies do
No.
Yeah.
at all. I would say a very.
It's just a classic fairy tale.
It's a classic
Yes.
fairy tale. It's done well for the time. I want to put it in C.
Okay.
Fair enough.
High C.
I don't even want to say high C,
Just C.
honestly.
Throw it in
Just-
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just throw it.
I'm gonna say.
Coco.
I think once we get to B, we really don't even matter where it goes.
Coco. Is so good.
Honestly, really good. I watched it, and I'm like,
Music.
I was like, it can't be that good.
The
And I sat down and watched it. I'm like, I was not expecting this.
You were like, sheesh.
Yeah, the music was done
the
really well.
music,
The style.
the stylization, the Dia de los Muertos representation.
Mm-hmm.
They did really good on that.
Oh yeah. So good.
I think that this is easily an A.
Yeah, I'm with that. Because I think it had a good story with it as well. Versus,
Yeah, it had a good lesson, a good moral
Exactly.
to it.
Where at?
It was very emotional and like.
Mm-hmm.
I'd put it right above Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, right.
At the least above Beauty
That's
and
what I
the
was
Beast.
thinking as well.
That feels right. Kind of cozy, right in the good sandwich.
Yeah.
Mama Coco.
Dinosaurs with the weird ass lemur monkeys.
Bro, I hardly remember this movie, but I remember it
So-
more or less.
So
It's them
think-
migrating.
Yeah, I know.
I think Jake and I actually have watched this fairly recently, like within the last 2 years.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm okay. So
I don't fucking know why.
Y'all are mad. This movie deserves a one-time watch.
It was my first time watching it.
It's-
to be fair.
Okay.
It's very Ice Agey
Yeah.
in story plot broad strokes.
But like the animation is just, it's, I don't know.
I
just
remember
like,
having one of the gripper mouth puppet things
I
from,
don't
Put it in C.
from McDonald's.
Shut up and put it in C.
I I believe it deserves bottom B.
I'm okay with that.
Bottom B, babies. It's a bottom. It's a bottom.
It's a bottom. It's a bottom for
That
sure.
dinosaur
It's
right
a
there is a bottom.
Yeah.
Confirmed.
The monkey's the top.
Bruh.
Yeah.
The monkey lemur's the top. For
Dumbo.
sure.
Big elephant.
Dumbo.
so sad.
It's a sad one.
It is.
Honestly,
It's-
though.
But
I'm gonna hot take. I mean, maybe not a hot take.
I
It's just a weird take.
Yeah.
It was good, but
Uh-huh.
I don't think it's one of their greatest. Yeah, it's
No.
a sad
Yeah.
story. I want to put it in B somewhere. I don't care what.
I would have put it in D.
D.
Just like Bambi.
I feel.
it's one of the originals.
I think it did better than Bambi.
Yeah.
I
Bambi didn't get a live action.
I would say. I'd say, opening credits live action is just the actual hunter and a deer. Honestly, I feel like it's right in the same vein as Cinderella, where like it just doesn't hold up anymore.
Yeah.
The story writing, I just think it falls flatter now.
It
So
does.
C.
And I just.
I think
Honestly,
C.
I don't know if it was ever even that good to begin with.
Well, I
like-
think the
I think someone.
The racist crows
Right?
loved it.
no. I think.
the pink elephants when he was tripping.
I think at a young age, it's a nice movie.
Yeah,
But when you
yeah.
look back at it now,
Yeah.
Finding Nemo.
Oh, fine.
Wallaby Way, Sydney. I don't remember the rest.
Wallaby Way, Sydney.
You guys aren't even.
P42
Yeah, I was about to
Street.
say.
P42 Sherman, Wallaby Way, Sydney. I remembered it again. Fish all friends.
E.
want
Sherman,
food.
42 Wallaby Way, Sydney, Australia.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they didn't say Australia, but I should say.
First our friends.
Oh.
Not
Not
food.
By Bruce.
A or B.
Hi, I'm Bruce.
That's my
First
go-to
our
with this
friends.
movie.
Not food.
I think Finding Nemo is a B.
He's not nearly
I'm
like
gonna
this.
say low A at best because it created the memorable there's the it's extremely memorable.
Yeah, for sure.
Like don't get me wrong, the quality of the thing might not hold up. Like the quality of the story.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Everything might not.
No,
hold
I
up.
wager
I
it
think the
would.
I think the story
I think
holds
the
up.
second movie and the Doy movie
Yeah.
could have not been made, and this still would have been a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A or B. I
mean,
with Michaela
high,
with B.
high B, low A.
What do you think, Jacob?
That's kind of where I was leaning
It's
to
like
it,
a-
actually.
I
I was thinking below Aladdin, but I'm thinking it deserves A because it's literally like a staple
Yeah, it is kind of a
for
staple
Disney
movie,
Pixar
yeah.
for like the longest time. Like again, same exact argument that I gave to Brave. The amount of detail in the
Yes,
animation
they
style
did really
that
well.
they committed to the movie.
And with how
Fantastic.
and how old the movie is
Yeah, exactly.
comparatively.
Yeah.
It's one. I mean, super memorable
I mean, it's like what,
characters.
2006, 2007.
2004.
Yeah, somewhat.
Something like
2004?
2004.
Yeah.
Well,
Bullshit.
yeah, these are the same age
Right now.
Toy Story was made, and
Yeah.
they have this very similar style.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
Toy Story
yeah.
2,
This one just
yeah.
clapped.
We were 5 when that came out. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah,
Frankenweenie.
I never.
I didn't
saw
even know
this
this was
movie.
Disney.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
It
But
falls into the same category as Nightmare Before Christmas,
Uh huh.
and there's a
Yeah,
third
fair.
movie. There's a third movie with this,
The
where
style.
where
Corpse spread.
yes,
Corpse spread.
where they all three are kind of
They're all
their own
done
shared
by the same
universe.
director and yeah.
Because-
it's all supposed to be one story.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're supposed to watch all 3 of those movies.
Frankenweenie, his dog dies, it's sad, he brings it back to life.
Yeah.
Every
yeah.
childhood dream.
Frankly, I don't give a shit about this movie.
Honestly, I do not remember. I love stop motion
I
picture
think
stuff.
I saw the trailer for this or commercials for it, but never the whole movie. D.
I cannot for the life of me remember a bad guy.
Um,
Was it literally just a teacher?
I don't-
Was it literally just like
It was either the teacher or the mayor.
it was
I think it was
just
the
some dude that just wanted the dog because it was undead
Yeah.
and was like, why the fuck is it undead? And I want to like cut it and amputate it apart, right? Like operate on his dog that is a zombie dog.
An abomination against God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D.
For Abomination Against God, yeah, deep, but definitely better than Bambi, I think.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I think the D could be way better.
Alright, I'm gonna start off strong on this next one. I was so tired of hearing Let It Go.
Yo,
For the
honestly,
17th week in a row.
I watched
Okay,
this the
okay,
first
okay.
time in middle school,
Yeah, in class.
in the same class as he did, and it was a good movie.
It's a good movie. It just got too hyped too soon.
People overplayed it.
Yeah.
That's what
Kids
it
could have
was.
been singing Fall Out Boy, like Immortals from Big Hero 6. No, they had to choose Let It Go.
Yes, because Let It Go from Frozen was immensely more popular. Frozen was immensely more popular when it
should've
came
been,
out
though.
than Big Hero 6.
Especially now more than ever, though, too.
Yeah.
Okay, but hear me out.
I'm here.
Frozen is one of the movies that has a sequel where I genuinely believe that the sequel did
Was
better
better.
than the original.
I haven't watched the sequel yet.
Yeah.
That
I
I would agree with that.
I do
agree.
like Into the Unknown a lot more than Let It Go.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a better song.
Um,
I think that they did a lot better on the second one
than the first.
than the first one.
Well, sadly, we only have the first one on the list.
Yeah.
But we could.
We've been rating the ones that have multiple movies by their first movies.
by only the movies present. But yes, I would argue the second.
I would argue
better
the
than
second is
first.
better than the first. And while it was overplayed and most of us wanted to kill ourselves every single time we heard anyone
Damn
start
right.
playing Let It Go, I don't think we should detract from the fact that it was actually a
It was an
decent
actual- no, it was a
movie. It was a
decent
good
movie.
movie.
I'm not saying it's not.
But god damn.
I think that personally, Frozen should be Heidi.
Heidi?
That's where I was going to put it.
I would agree
Heidi
with that.
Loy.
I would agree.
I think high B, just straight up high B, top of B.
I think I don't want to give it more than A.
No, I do not want to
'cause
put it in A.
The plot, a not cool bad guy in a Disney Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
What were they
he had
thinking?
he had a very specific flavor
I,
of like manipulative and assholey,
Yeah.
which was kind of nice to see like the change between like the big ornate, showy, flashy villains and the more subtle like creep in, surprise you type villains.
it did not surprise me from the beginning when watching it that he was the bad guy. As soon as he entered in, knew he was the bad guy.
I think I'm with you because I think I recall sitting in class going,
Oh,
That's gonna be the
they're
bad
they're
guy.
singing "Love's an Open Door." I'm like, this guy's the bad guy, right? He's from a different country,
Instantly fell
and
in
he's
love.
just manipulating.
Mm-hmm.
I knew it from the get go.
finish each
And-
other's sandwiches. That's
Yeah.
what really sold it.
Yeah. Sandwiches, yeah, whatever. I think animation was really good.
Yes.
I think the side characters
Olaf.
were,
Kristoff, Sven.
yeah. I think
Forgot about them.
I
I
think
remember a funny little snowman.
Yoo-hoo! Big Summer Blocked.
I think there wasn't much of a world that they created.
No.
Not in the first movie for sure.
So it wasn't super
Fleshed out.
stagey or fleshed out. It didn't feel alive.
No.
And then the bad guy was lackluster.
Yes.
It was straightforward. You knew it right off the bat. And then he was just kind of a dickhead, right?
Yes.
That wanted power. There's no development for him. There's no change. There's no emphasis on why. He just wants power.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's
You
a
know?
motivation right there. Boom.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
It's a boring motivation. They didn't develop him. They didn't round him out. He is flat. He's
Mm-hmm.
a flat character.
Yeah.
And I think a flat villain makes a flatter movie and story altogether.
Yeah.
It needs
But also, really, at the end of the day, Hans wasn't even really like. Yes, he was the villain,
Yeah.
but he wasn't the main negative drive of the movie. The whole negative drive of the movie was Elsa and controlling her powers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is why they left so much to want with Hans, because that's not what they were focused on.
I think what ultimately happened is that they tried to focus, or they solely focused on the Elsa and Anna story, which is totally fine, but they didn't double down and deep dive and make it the whole story.
Yeah.
They instead wanted to throw in some
They wanted to
antagonist
split it up.
to kill at the end.
Yeah.
Instead of
Which they don't even actually
instead of
do.
making it some emotional thing between the sisters.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like they tried to bite for both
Yes.
and failed
Yes.
horribly at one, and it watered down and made the other worse.
Yeah.
Because they didn't give it enough time to develop and shine.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So like ultimately I think they just tried to do two things at once and made them both worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Which I think that they also tried in the second movie and did phenomenally better.
But it
with
also
the
been
movie.
like 9-10 years
Since the first.
Yeah.
since the first one.
Yeah.
So
Hercules.
I think high B.
Hercules.
I
Honestly,
draw the line at Zeus being a good dad.
Yeah, yo, do not take any of this movie.
Hera caring about
Do
Hercules.
not take
What?
any of this movie as actual, just
Breathing.
anything to mythos.
Typhon, the bad guy in this one, was like a big lava guy and shouldn't have been. He should have been a big wind boy.
Yeah, Typhon. Yeah.
But he's
I mean,
a
there
big
was a
lava
big
man.
guy.
Yeah, but
They made him
Typhon
a
was
big
depicted
lava.
as the big lava guy.
I don't get
It
it.
was a good movie. I genuinely liked it. This is one of my favorites. Not my
Fantastic
favorite.
soundtrack.
Fantastic
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Oh
It's
my
in
god,
that
the opening,
bro.
fucking
Goes hard.
the four black women,
Yeah,
just on the face,
muses,
just
the muses.
oh my gosh, I love that.
Uh-huh.
We sang that intro at one of our elementary school concerts.
I could sing like honestly like not like just him. I can go most anywhere. Beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
Danny
Gold.
DeVito was-
Danny DeVito as the satyr.
Yes.
Gold. We love Danny
Ivan,
DeVito.
Yeah. We love Danny DeVito.
Honestly, and then the Sinbad animation style for the Hydra.
Yes.
Yo, that was pretty sick. I love
Um,
that. But it had beautiful animation,
Well,
beautiful
I think
soundtrack.
for
Story
most
was
people-
there.
For most people that want to get into Greek mythology, this movie isn't the greatest when it comes to depiction of the
Yeah,
like
yeah, don't.
Hercules. I mean, I think Hades was pretty kind of spot on.
No.
More than
Not at all.
More than
Not even
Zeus
close.
and Hera.
I mean, yeah, they were complete opposites.
Yeah.
But like,
That's not bad.
Hades is meant to not be the bad guy in the
Yeah.
mythos anyway.
I mean, it was a good movie though.
Yeah.
B. B or A.
Yeah. I would.
I know how you guys are gonna put it down.
I would say at least top of B, if not into A.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm down for A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A.
I think so.
I wish. Like,
Question is-
I got a line at Zeus being and Hera being like.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, dude. No, like they fucked.
Zeus
Yeah.
couldn't have not had more kids at the time.
Yeah. The question is how high are we putting it?
I'm saying low.
I'd say put it right there. He's okay with that.
Right there. Okay.
What is this next
Fantastic
movie?
movie. Home on the range.
I've never seen it.
I've also never seen it.
It's about 3 cows.
Yes, I see that.
Those are
I
cows.
think I've seen it.
those are cows, buddy.
Look, man, I think I've seen it once. I'm not much help to you right here.
It's about 3 cows.
And they get lost, right?
They get separated from the herd.
Yeah, lost.
No, not lost, but separated from the herd.
It's the same thing.
And then they realize, while being lost, that there's this like I can't remember what the Western actual term for them are, like cattle thieves, like the guys that steal people's cows.
Poachers.
No, they don't. They're not poachers because they're owned animals. Poachers
Cow
can,
thieves.
like whatever they're called.
Cow
Bandits.
thieves.
Yeah, bandits, whatever. Honestly, one of the probably coolest fucking villain songs.
I don't remember it.
I've never.
Well, you guys have only seen it once, and it was forever.
I'm the only one that's seen it
Yeah,
once.
I've never
exactly.
seen it.
I'm saying it like I would argue better than like the bad guys in Pocahontas songs.
Good.
Like
Whoa.
it is
Whoa.
it is a bar above that song, right? It is in that playing field. And honestly, it was fantastic. Gave the same energy as that's why I compared to the Pocahontas villain guy song. Like it compares because their characters are similar a little bit. In animation, in style. Honestly, that is kinda all it has.
All right, where do you want
It's
it?
kinda all it has.
Where do we want it?
I'm feeling a C.
C?
I'm feeling a C.
Just throw it in there. Throw them in there.
Middle C. Middle C.
Alright.
That's where I'm feeling.
Inside out.
Alright, Inside Out.
Alright. So
Inside Out's a really good movie.
they had it playing in like not like emotional health office. You know,
Offices forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it
yeah.
actually helps people like identify their emotions.
Yeah, we use this.
It gives them personifications to their emotions.
I
Yeah.
work in mental health specifically with children, and we still use this.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like
All
this
the time.
Alone.
I
should
put
get
it
it pretty high.
I like how there's subtle things in it like when it goes into
Her parents'
the
heads.
parents'
Oh,
heads,
God,
and it
that
shows
was
that,
bad.
and it shows a different emotion being in the main,
anger in
main
the fathers,
control,
sadness in the mothers.
sadness in the
Yeah.
And
mother.
that hits
and stuff.
home.
That hits a little home now.
Also, I thought it was really cool that
Imaginary friend.
the imaginary friend is
Bing
still
bong.
there.
Bing bong.
So sad.
All yes, Bing Bong was a great sacrifice. We love him.
Yeah.
But I always thought it was a really cool way that they kind of explain without explaining
Mhm.
that in order to live like a fulfilled life, you have to have all of your emotions
Yes,
and
you
you
need
have
all
to
of
have
them.
all of the experiences,
Like,
not
yeah.
just the good ones.
Not just ostracizing certain
Yeah,
emotions.
not locking
Exactly.
it away.
Yeah, pushing it away,
Takes a
whatnot.
little bit of everything.
And it was done really well.
Some harmonious fluidity to it all that jazz.
I
it was
think-
good.
I think Inside Out deserves an A.
Okay. I'm high B, low A. That's what I'm at with it.
What do you think?
I'm thinking A.
A?
Like middle tier A.
Middle tier?
I also agree middle tier A. I think this movie had a lot of impact
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
outside of just being, a Disney movie.
That's valid. That's valid.
And it's actually helpful in the real world. It's still used in the real world. People can watch this movie and not only are they going to enjoy themselves and have a good time watching it, but it's also going to help teach our itty bitty little kids
Mhm.
how to better handle their emotions and how to better handle, when things get hard. Because life's not always, rainbows and sunshine, and a lot of Disney movies unfortunately kind of fall into that trope of, except for one thing here and there, everything's rainbows and sunshine.
Or if it is, the original content they're getting their story from is the furthest thing from being
Exactly.
rainbow and sunshine. Little Mermaid.
And Inside Out also talks about a lot of real shit. The whole reason Riley's upset in the first place is because she moved really
Yeah.
far away.
Moved.
It's
That's
the
hard
most.
for kids.
It's the most realistic movie that we have
Yeah, so far.
in the terms of feeling how the character feels.
I don't. I disagree. I think it is more that is the entire movie and the purpose of the movie.
Yes.
I think all of the movies that we have in A and even some of the ones in B, the story and the interactions is meant to have this morality disguised in it so that even a kid picking up on that stuff, you see it, yet it is still this entertaining story. This, they were just making the underlining thing into the forefront, which is why it's so broad and why it's so prevalent. It's this whole, understanding emotions. And that's the whole thing, understanding emotions. Which, yeah, that's fantastic. I totally get that. It's definitely needed. And I'm not disagreeing with A. I'm just saying, I don't think it's, I don't want to say it's the only one that does that stuff.
No, it's
You know,
not.
No.
Because all the other ones are more, hey, how do you interact with, i.e., loss?
Yeah.
How do you interact with a growing child and whatnot? And how do you interact with becoming an adult?
Yeah.
It's all these very emotional, very fluid ideas that it's just all of the other ones are more complex.
Yes.
Emotions are just okay, we got emotions. Let's just dig into it.
Yeah.
And that's the whole movie. So it's more in your face about what it's morally discussing about. All the other ones are just more subtle. Yeah. So honestly, I like, it's not putting it down. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
The whole point of the original Disney movies was to entertain for children while also being like Grimm fairy tales, giving this moral, giving this,
Which,
thing.
a lot of the original Disney movies were also Grimm fairy tales,
Exactly.
i.e.
Started
Little
off.
Mermaid,
Yeah, Little Mermaid, Cinderella,
Tangled, Rapunzel.
Rapunzel, all that jazz. Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's kind of what they're all trying to do.
Yeah.
And just for different things.
Lady and the Tramp.
Lady and the Tramp.
This is
Two
I
dogs
think,
in
yeah,
love.
I think when people think lovey Disney movies, this is one of the
This is
first
one.
ones
Yeah.
that comes to mind.
For one
If
of the,
not the one.
yeah, one of the big romantic themed ones. and it's all about classism. I think it's this is the one in Italy, right? They're Italian dogs.
No,
It's in New York.
White
No.
spaghetti?
it's like New York or San
It's New York?
It's definitely New York.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been forever
New
since I
York
watched
or
it.
San
So.
Fran. One of the two. It's one of the two big.
All I remember, the only human character I remember is the guy that gives them the spaghetti and
spaghetti.
meatball. So, I'd say C.
Yeah, I'm okay with it being
Honestly.
C.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those. It's like Bambi and whatnot. It's memorable and it's a staple of like Disney's history.
But
But
it
not-
just doesn't really hold up.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch.
Lilo and Stitch.
I know this is one a lot of us love here.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
The fact that they have all the, I'm gonna build off of Feather Bear and Brave. Like they have all that history for it.
Yes.
Yes,
It's
they
so well,
actually
it plays
took
so
it.
well.
Yes.
I love the fun fact that is at the end, the entire ending sequence, they had to stall the release of the movie for like an extra month or two to animate the whole final thing, to make it a spaceship instead of a plane, and to make the mountains instead of actual towers and city.
Yeah,
Because
9/11.
9/11 happened.
Yeah.
They literally changed all of that right at the
Well,
end
that's like 10 minutes
to
of the
avoid
movie.
that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a cool fun fact, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The music, the soundtrack,
Honestly,
Elvis, man, like
Oh,
I'm
Lions love
just
their
I'm just
Elvis.
saying
good,
in the
yeah.
follow-up cartoon,
it
it
was
my
cartoon
God.
series.
it was just the Disney equivalency of Pokemon.
It really was. You're
Well, I
right.
mean, that's the whole point, baby.
I
That's all you want.
Yeah.
If he is 626.
Yeah, 626.
Yo, I want to know what all the other 625s were.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I want to know what all of them are.
A or B. That's what I want.
That's valid.
I don't know.
I want this A personally.
Yeah.
Hey.
I'm saying medium A.
I would agree with that. I would argue above Goofy movie.
That's pushing it, but
I-
I'm gonna disagree.
I mean, it's like Nani is fighting for Lilo, man,
Oh, yeah.
and like, yo, have you all heard the hot take and this bullshit that they are not writing Bubbles into the live
No,
action?
I think they switched that up. I think they changed that.
They changed it because of all the backlash they got. Damn straight, they better have. They better have. The voice actor is still alive, and he looks like Bubbles. Like, why not cast him? You know?
Yeah.
No, they replaced his character in
No,
live action.
he just said that they think they're
think
doubling back on it because of the backlash.
Something's going on with it.
Yeah, they're hesitating now.
They better, because they
So-
were gonna replace her with just a regular ass social worker
Some yeah.
from like DCFS or whatever, and I'm just
women,
like,
yeah.
why?
Yeah.
Polo Express.
Polar Express.
It's
This is a Disney movie?
yeah.
yeah.
I did not know that.
Me neither.
Tom Hanks, baby.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean shit.
Tom Hanks.
Honestly, it's a
Tom Hanks voicing 3 of the characters.
yes. When people think Christmas movies, this is like
This is one of the quintessential
This is like
I know
top
this.
tier, like
Christmas movie. Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that don't actually like it because it's like either overplayed or doesn't tell a good enough story.
Yeah.
But like, really, for a little kid, and I think I've seen it
Oh,
at
yeah, that's
least.
just magical as a little kid.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
I've seen it at least once every other year.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, it's one of those ones that just plays in the background
And it just-
of like
it's
your
on.
Christmas, and
Look,
it's perfect for background.
The music is
Music
really
was
well.
fantastic,
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, hot chocolate, bro, slaps.
Wake up.
Yo.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah, fantastic.
Um,
I love Liam Neeson as Santa.
He played Santa.
I believe so. I believe he did the voice.
yeah, no, it's
Liam Neeson,
Yes,
baby.
because I watched it.
I
at
love
least
Liam
within the
Neeson.
last year.
Yeah.
Last
He
year.
he's Santa, baby.
I could hear it. Yeah.
I honestly just more than anything, like in the real world, just kudos to Tom Hanks. Like he voiced the kid, he voiced the conductor.
Wait, he voiced the kid.
Yeah.
He voiced the kid, he voiced the conductor,
Does he
and
voice
he
the
voiced
hobo?
the ghost,
Yeah, the hobo.
the hobo ghost guy on the train. He did
It took me
all
a
of them.
decade to realize that he was just a ghost.
Yeah,
That's how good the movie did it.
I know.
it was fantastic.
High B, low A.
I think it's.
Mid A at worst.
Oh,
Because,
you guys
okay,
think
hot
it's
take
high.
again, it's a quintessential Christmas
Wait,
movie.
Jay.
Well, yeah, I think because
You
it's
want it
Christmas,
higher.
it kind of falls in.
You want it higher than
No, I want to lower than middle A.
Alright.
That is what I was thinking.
How do you want it?
I was thinking high B.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's what you said. You said milk. Oh yeah, fantastic. I love it. I love the big guy, but it don't change the fact that it's pretty. It's tight. It's a Christmas movie. It's plain that it's only a Christmas movie, which makes it a little more weirder to just be watching
I'm gonna have it
summertime. You know.
Here, but I listen to Christmas music like year round.
High B.
I hate you.
High B. Above photo.
Where would you put it?
Well, I don't really like Christmas movies.
Express.
Not even the Polar Express.
No.
She doesn't like Christmas.
No.
All that.
I don't like. As a kid, the
Uh-huh.
Polar Express freaked me out. I hate the animation
The
style.
animation style is a little jarring.
I think it's way too like uncanny valley for my brain.
That's valid.
And
valid.
Like legitimately, we would like play this movie, and as like when you're getting ready for Christmas break in school.
Yeah.
And everyone would always ask to watch this movie every year. It was always either this or fucking Elf.
Yeah.
Both of which I don't like.
Well, we didn't get off lucky, and this is the only one we watched at school.
It's only
We kind of oscillated depending on the year, but 9 times out of 10 it was this one.
We would sometimes watch Santa Claus.
I wish I liked Santa Claus.
Yeah, Santa Claus, Polar Express. We would never watch Christmas Story, which I always thought was a lame one because that's my personal favorite Christmas movie. I think
I
it's
don't know.
can't stand A Christmas Story
because it got played so much.
My family literally leaves it on every Christmas all day long.
I'm a big fan of Die Hard being the best Christmas movie, but
I can fuck with that honestly.
but like High B. I
I
want Polar Express High B.
Personally, I would not even put Polar Express on the list because if I'm being honest, I don't think I've watched it all the way through in like 10 plus years. I would literally ask to like leave the classroom or to not watch with the class when we would watch it.
You would actively avoid it.
Yeah.
Because of the uncanny valley effect it had on you when you're young. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, that's okay. The 3 of us like it.
Boom.
Meet the Robinsons. Honestly, I think this is one of the few like Disney movies that I can remember that doesn't have all too much like music in it. Like,
Okay,
Yeah.
so
No.
Yeah.
it does
have
actually.
it does have the
Well,
frog
it's got the
sequence,
frog.
baby.
Yes, it's
frog
got the
sequence.
frog.
No,
Listen.
But other than that, I
What
don't remember
I have-
much more than that.
there was like
There might have been one or two more.
Yeah, like 2 songs.
But compared to like the rest of
Disney at
movies,
the time, yeah.
the movie is great though.
Oh yeah,
The
fantastic.
movie is fucking
Nothing
phenomenal.
against
So the
it.
one song that I remember is just like the repeating line of these small hours taught me a little bit to like relish the small things, and like you can't always change your future. And it was such a nice twist to see that in the end he was the father.
Oh,
of this
yeah.
huge,
Oh, yeah.
massive technological marvel and like family. And it was so sad to see that the villain was his roommate who was forced to stay up due to his long experiments during the night.
And how loud he was.
And how loud he
it
was.
was a great view of a villain.
It was.
It
Where
was.
it's
really
not
sad to
just
see, too.
it's not
Yeah.
exactly. It's not just this guy who
It was a developed
Exactly.
villain.
exactly he
It was
misunderstood.
Once
and-
again, the mirroring story
Yes.
arc, which I think Disney is like fantastic at doing, because it's the same as Brother Bear. It's
More-
the same as Big Hero 6.
I would
and
say
those are mirroring stories
more than
where the
than
villain
that.
is connected to the hero in the same way.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just they're the antithesis.
Yeah, I would say more then than now, but
Oh yeah. No, now Disney is very different. Very different.
I want this movie in like around B.
B.
Around there.
Yeah.
If people
B
wanted
is
to go
B.
lower,
Don't say around B.
well, if people wanted to go lower or higher, I'd be okay
You
with
would be
that.
fine with it, but you're feeling B
I'm feeling B.
and B adjacent.
Yes,
That's valid.
that's my happy area with it.
I'd want it to be high B, maybe low A.
Yeah.
It's kinda where
I
I'm at.
feel it's A because I used to like science as a kid,
Yeah.
and look how I turned out.
This one hits you.
Yeah, this one hit me hard.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're goob!
Yeah,
You're good. He's
Dude
good.
wasn't. I'm gonna think that's an insult. Damn. Well, I wear a hat and everything.
Oh my gosh, it's some bowler hat.
No, I can stay up late, but
And you think everyone hates you, but we don't.
I never said that.
You don't have to. We know what you think.
Honestly, to this day, probably one of like the funnier lines is just the talking T-Rex. This is good, but I got 20 arms. I just think whoever came up with this plan didn't really think this through.
Yeah, honestly,
I love that sequence.
the whole movie's great.
That was funny.
I'm going to say
Yeah.
It's already A. Paul.
Low A, baby.
We got it.
Low A.
Moana.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
And the character of Maui was based off of his grandfather,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who was a chieftain.
Yes, the
Big
very,
skull.
very famous
Oh,
chieftain
what can I
that almost
say?
everybody in the U.S. kind of
You're
knows.
welcome.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's a really good movie.
And the folklore behind it is awesome.
And-
Oh, yeah.
And okay, so
The
this
mythos
is
is
a
fantastic.
real big Easter egg at the end. You
Yeah.
have the volcano is shaped like is Kamalal. I can't pronounce it. But the guy who sung Over the Rainbow, like the
Oh,
shit,
yes,
he's
yes,
a big guy
yes.
in Hawaiian culture.
Yes, he did.
And
Mhm.
I think in the mountain and the Fidi
Yeah.
Yeah.
shit like his wife.
Yeah.
And like I didn't learn that until like a year after I watched the movie, and I was like, wow.
I love the lava short.
Mhm.
Like that
I
short.
love you.
Yeah, that one, fantastic. I love that one
Mhm.
because it's a bit of a homage to their culture and the guy that sang that song and wrote that song. Obviously, I feel it's an A
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
The question is where.
I'd
Where do
say
we feel it?
around Coco, maybe.
Yeah, I was
Around
gonna say somewhere,
Coco?
somewhere between Brother Bear and Coco, I believe, is where it would be best.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
put it.
In between
Right above
Coco
Coco.
and Goofy.
Yeah, I'd say right for me. A nice spot is right above Coco.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Monsters Inc.
A classic.
I don't even want to talk about it. I just put it in S.
I say A.
I'm right with you, bud.
Thank you. I thought you look over
honestly-
at me and I'm like, oh no, Jake's gonna say something.
Honestly, Monsters Inc. is like, I'm one of those people. When I was a kid, super overactive imagination.
It's right.
And Monsters Inc. was perfect for my brain.
It was such a good movie with all the side characters, the design choices,
And then
the world.
and then the connector with it between Monsters Inc. and every Pixar movie because it's kind of their whole thing.
Yeah.
They're the connector between it all. It's pretty cool.
No,
I love the office work. Like, you can work with your best friend.
Yeah,
I loved it when the
You know.
CEO was held accountable for his terrible actions.
Yeah, that's my personal favorite. along with the Abominable Snowman. Yeah, bro.
If only CEOs would be held accountable for their actions more often.
Absolutely not.
We should all build guillotines in our front yard.
Yeah. So S.
It's only $643 from Home Depot.
What are you two feeling?
I'm
You
saying
two
high A.
spoke out when we
I
mentioned
see.
S.
Hi.
I wouldn't say it's SS.
You'd say high A though.
High, yeah.
Okay.
Just with, also the entertainment value.
Oh yeah, so good.
Genuinely
The
good.
jazz opener. Oh.
I had that in my work playlist.
See,
Exactly. Like it's such good music.
I'm more on level with what Dalton's thinking at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like medium to high A
Okay.
on this one. It's not one of like oh my god, my personal favorites or anything.
Oh yeah.
But it's so good.
It's a good movie. Like there's nothing really bad about it.
Yeah, there's
like,
nothing bad.
There's nothing super negative that I can think of off the top of my head as far as like thinking about it and like remembering how it was. It just was never really one of the ones that like
You attached to. You connected.
no, it
with.
really never stood out to me as far as some of the other Disney movies that were coming out at the time.
So then if you and
with
me
it-
wanted an S,
Yeah.
we put it above Brave.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mulan!
Mulan.
Let's
Bomb-ass
get down
movie.
to business. Yeah. Women empowerment. Banger soundtrack.
Women empowerment done right.
Yeah.
Done right. Executed right. I will say,
Banger soundtrack.
live action went hard,
It did.
but in its own weird way.
Yeah,
I think
where
that-
where it almost it just
Look,
didn't.
I think that was
yeah.
the same with
Yeah, like
the
they tried to
Aladdin.
focus more on the folklore.
I think that was the
Same
more
with the
with
Aladdin.
because
Yeah, it
I
just
went
went
and watched
hard.
that one in theater.
If you just didn't try to, okay, it needs to be exactly
Yes.
like, yeah. If you get rid of that like thought in your mind, and just take the movie as is, it's just better. Instead of comparing it T to T to it. But honestly, Mulan, I want it above Goofy movie.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We can do
Agree.
that. I think we can do that.
Okay. Question is above Lilo and Stitch. It doesn't go higher. That's my question.
It goes hard.
I think I would say at least above Lilo and Stitch. The reason I'm saying that is because I know I've seen Lilo and Stitch plenty of times, but I remember the music from Mulan more than Lilo and Stitch. And the stories I think were just as well written.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
extremely good.
I think they're in the same ballpark. But
Mulan had a better story.
Instead of a flat bad guy, it's like an arrow bad guy. Like he is so bad that it is so just jarring
The
to
Mongols
watch
were
him.
terrible.
Yeah.
Dude, they
Genghis
were.
Khan.
Oh, I don't even think he was Genghis Khan.
It wasn't, but it was
Yeah.
the mongrels.
Yeah.
During the time of that.
Yeah, and
It might as well look at
just dude, like the eyes, like ugh.
You can just
He
tell
was
evil.
such an evil, cool bad guy. He was cool
Right?
because he was so bad. He was like Scar.
So
Yeah.
the reason
He
they
was
did
like Scar. He was a really cool, quintessential bad guy.
fun
That's
fact.
it. Comparable to the Phoenix King in Avatar,
Yeah.
where he's just bad.
Yeah.
That's it. He's just this world bad guy.
Fun fact: the reason that they did the Mongols' eyes like that in Mulan was actually
Because
to,
of the sickness. and
Yeah,
stuff
it was
that they
actually
would
to
have.
like show a sickness that was really common in nomadic peoples back then because they weren't getting a certain nutrient in their food
all
sources.
their vegetables.
Yeah, they weren't getting certain nutrients in their food sources. So they
Something
were
like
getting plenty of protein because they were
Yeah.
nomadic
Yep.
and they were hunting. But they were like missing out on other things, and that would turn like the whites of their eyes like slightly yellow or orange, almost like jaundice, but not the same. So that's why they did the eyes like that.
Some of the best song and soundtracks.
A girl worth fighting.
Yeah.
Hard cut. No more music for the rest of the movie.
Dude, no more music the rest of the movie
Because they've seen
from
the
that hard cut,
Because
and
they've
then it
seen
jumps
the-
straight into the burnt village.
I never
that was
thought about that
emotionally-
and noticed that.
Dude, that was beautiful screen.
Now that you
Beautiful.
mention it.
There's no music after that.
Because they've now seen the horrors
Horrors
of
of
what is
war.
really going on and
The
what,
horrors of
like,
Oh
war.
my god.
Yeah, it's fucked.
His father, the general's dead.
Yeah.
All
were
of
the
these men are
reinforcements.
dead. This
Yeah.
entire village, women, children, all of them,
mhm.
dead.
Literally turned to serious mode.
Yeah. And honestly, ever since I saw that, even as a kid, I was like, that was so well done. That was so awesome.
I never thought about
I
that.
rewatched it more and more, and I'm like, dude, still gives me chills. The hard cut.
A girl worth fighting.
Why do they not do that anymore? Why are they not doing that
They don't
shit?
have
Where,
the
where there's
stomach.
no more music in the rest of it.
They don't have the
Like
stomach.
that jarring cuts. Like I would want
I
more
think
of it.
the target demographic they're trying to hit for now doesn't let them do that.
Bro. Fuck demographic.
Right.
Screw that. Stick to the shit that worked and
Yeah.
it was fantastic. Keep doing it good.
Yeah. This next
Don't
one.
gotta innovate and change everything.
Cat.
This is a cat.
I don't remember the movie.
Are you sure?
Do you remember the movie?
I
Do
say
you
we
remember
leave.
the movie?
No. Leave him. I haven't seen.
But-
Yeah.
Wait, is it the Aristocats?
No, 'cause
Aristocats
that's-
is next. Coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. That's
Oh, I see them. That's
After
the
Yeah.
Tarzan.
yeah. There it is. No, it's something else, but I vaguely remember this guy.
I remember the
I
cat.
don't remember.
I don't
what it
remember where.
is.
I don't remember his name. I don't
Yeah.
remember anything about him.
Nothing.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
The one we remember.
Yeah, Tinkerbell's hot.
Okay.
But also the Indian chieftain. Yo, he can puff my pipe.
I kind of want Aladdin to go in B. I like the story of it.
Peter Pan.
Aladdin?
Peter
Or
Pan.
Peter Pan.
Did I say Aladdin?
Yeah,
my
you
bad.
fucking said
My
Aladdin.
bad. My bad.
He was looking.
Peter,
He was
yeah,
looking
yeah.
at Aladdin.
Peter
That's fine.
Pan.
You didn't beat?
I liked it, but like compared to a lot of the other movies we have in A, I don't think to me, I don't think it compares that much to them. Like it was good, but
I would say high B.
yeah.
I would say high to middle B. Yeah,
I would say more middle to bottom.
middle of the bottom.
Tinkerbell.
So right after Chicken Little.
Right in the middle. Boom.
Okay.
Boom.
That's fine.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
It's kind of a Disney classic.
It's a classic.
See,
Pinocchio.
I did not like Pinocchio when I was little. The donkey scene
I
was freaking me
let's
out.
go.
I think it's better than these two, honestly.
But I think it falls into the same problem.
Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. It just kind of it's the same stuff for Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Like I would argue it should be probably right there.
Okay, let's move Pinocchio up there and Alice in Wonderland down there. Yep.
Down
Switch
here?
them. Yeah, switch them. Because I think Pinocchio had a better...
Like it held longer?
Yes.
It held longer?
A better holding than
Alice in Wonderland. That's valid. That's valid.
Pocahontas.
I think Pocahontas should be B.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Honestly,
I don't think there's anything we need to say about it.
Middle B?
Middle to bottom.
Above Bug's Life.
Above Bug's Life. Middle. Yeah. That's valid.
Ratatouille!
Hey, we put both the two movies with...
Ratatouille!
We put the two movies with problematic native representation right next to each other.
How?
Ratatouille. Good movie.
Ratatouille.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the one outlier rat that knows his food, can smell it, everything, and like just the big dumb brother, like, oh, you can't do your dreams.
Yeah.
And he literally goes on to fucking
do the
puppet
best.
master a guy who can't cook for shit.
A ginger
master
bitch.
chef.
Yep. I have killed a man with this stuff.
And he literally made like the fucking most terrifying food critic in the country relive his childhood.
I love some of the artistic stylization to the movie because there's a lot of imagery used in it.
Yeah.
Like when you first see the critic guy that is this antagonist,
Oh my god.
the shape of his office is a coffin.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like small details like that, like you can pick up. That was
a
really
war
cool.
to him.
It was really cool.
I want to put it in A. That's kind of my gut.
A.
A, low A.
Somewhere in A. is my
It's still
Alright.
mean upon till this day, so.
Where are we wanting to put
Put
it?
it. I think around there, maybe closer to the front, but around where you have it. Maybe there. That's kind of what I think.
Other
I don't
inputs, there's
know.
4 of us.
What do you think about Ratatouille?
Ratatouille.
I said low A.
Lower.
I think you can leave it there if you want.
Okay. Alright.
Robin Hood.
Yo.
The fuck.
A hero we really
Bro,
need.
this is the reason why we have furries today.
Yeah.
Stop.
No,
Huh? 100%.
100%. You're forgetting Space Jam with Lola Bunny.
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
You shut your yap. That's
no,
why
no,
we
no.
have
I mean,
furries.
it was.
Hold on.
It was a culmination.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Who Framed Roger
Jessica
Rabbit?
Rabbit wasn't an actual rabbit,
Yeah,
though.
it wasn't a rabbit though.
She was just hot as fuck.
She was a human cartoon, but no, I think this movie, Space Jam, but also fucking like Lion King.
Oh my god,
They
they
made
did
those-
not have to make the lion so fucking sexy!
They did not, bro.
Listen,
They did not.
I'm not gonna knock furries.
I know, because you are one.
No.
He's a closet.
No.
Yes.
I'm afraid for kinks.
Yes.
Don't go yes. But listen,
Yeah.
they do more for the economy than like CEOs at this point.
Look, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Robin Hood, the Disney animated movie.
Honestly, again, it's one of those classic stories, classic fable. You
Kind of
know,
falls short compared to...
I think it holds better than most
It
of
does.
any
Okay.
of the other ones that are in that
It's hard
tier,
nowadays.
in that category of the films.
Yeah.
Cause little Johnny went walking through the forest. And like, honestly, just the animation's really clean. It's very homey kind of vibes and feels. And man, honestly, we could do a tier list on just Pinocchio renditions and
Robin Hood
Yo,
renditions.
Hood
the amount of
renditions.
Robin Hoods that are out there.
the
Ridiculous.
amount of Pinocchios that are out there, bro.
That's fair.
that's been open season for a while.
Well, bro, just wait till a lot of these.
The original
more
Pinocchio was
stuff-
100 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine when more of these stuff come out
Yeah.
to where they're open source now.
Yeah, open source.
Like,
yeah.
Can't wait to
Public
get it.
domain.
Public domain. Within the
I
next,
think high B.
within the next 10 years, Batman will be in public domain.
Yeah. Oh, good lord.
For better or worse, though.
Yeah,
Worse.
For worse.
Well, listen, they had.
There's gonna be a couple gyms, but that's it. You know?
Oh yeah, a couple gems, but at least they won't do some shitty horror movie like
This is where I want it to be.
Okay, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah.
We vibe with that.
All right. Sleeping Beauty.
Is the Sleeping
It's
Beauty?
a classic.
Oh, it's Sleeping Beauty later.
Sleeping Beauty.
There's 2 Sleeping Beauties on here.
No, there's not.
No.
Yeah, because there's Sleeping Beauty and the 7 Dwarves down at the very bottom.
That's Snow
White.
White,
Snow
you
White.
dumbass.
She does fall asleep though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Granted,
That's
she
what
does fall asleep though.
That's what I was thinking of.
Sleeping Beauty, classic. Not much to say about it.
Yeah. Like
Poison apple.
honestly,
No,
yeah.
that's Snow White.
See what I mean?
That's Snow White.
It's not just me.
No,
I mean-
it was a cursed apple though that put her to sleep.
Yeah.
In Snow White, not
In
in
Snow
this.
White. Not
This
in
was
this.
the
This was
spinning
the
wheel.
spinning wheel, and she pricks her finger.
That's stupid.
That's this one. Yeah, because she's cursed
Oh,
by
no.
Maleficent, the bad bitch. Which honestly, played by Angelina Jolie in the movie Maleficent. Honestly,
Not that
I love that movie. Fantastic. They did it so well. They started just dropping the ball on all of their villain, live actions that they did after that. Like Cruella, bomb, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but it was. They gave her one hell of a line though.
yeah.
One line.
One line is not an hour and a half.
Okay, I'll tell you the line. We've lost more good women to marriage than war.
Yeah.
Hell of a line.
I'm feeling somewhere
Yeah.
here. It's kind of just in that era where it's a classic
I
fairy
think so,
tale, but it just kind of it just doesn't hold up very much. It's like it's the reason why these don't hold up anymore is because they are like the only tropes because they're the ones that kind of set
They're
those
the
tropes.
grim fairy tales
Yes.
that Disney
Set
started
those
on.
those tropes
Yes.
up. And then everything after that
Which-
is just like layering of the cake of more story
Which-
added on to those ideas.
Our next movie, Tangled, falls into the same category, I think.
No, I like how she was. Okay, what do you mean by falls in the same category though?
It falls into the same grim fairy tale
Mm-hmm.
stereotype.
But done way better.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
honestly, executed way better. It's they did it much more newer.
I would
than
put it
all of
up in
these.
B.
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 Yes.
I honestly,
I would put it in A.
Low A. Yeah. Good, strong female lead. I love it. Genuinely.
Flynn Rider, hilarious
And
character. Max.
Yeah.
Maximus the horse.
Generally
That-
good side character.
that's where I'm.
Okay,
feeling.
okay.
That's where I'm feeling it.
Was
I'm
it
okay
Iggy?
with that.
Was it? I don't know the comedian's name.
Iggy, I think that's what it was. Or
Yeah. So,
yo,
S.
if there was a single pick for each of us,
S.
this ain't it. But damn, is it close for me?
It's not it for you?
No, that you know what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what it is, bro.
I really want this to be S.
I think it deserves S.
With
for
the
sure.
story, the music.
Dude.
Bro,
You're saying that because Phil Collins.
Phil Collins went too hard. He didn't have to go as hard as he did, but he
did it
graced
for
us with the wonderful soundtrack that is Tarzan.
I hate to say it, but it's literally like I hate to hate on Brave a little bit, but good lord, the story and the moral is the exact fucking same. Where it's like chosen family,
Yeah.
family and shit, and like knowing yourself, and like changing your future and
Terrible
stuff like that.
capitalist
Like,
villain.
dude, yo, he literally kills himself.
Yeah.
And gets hung on vines. And it was the silhouette of the
Yeah,
shadow.
you just-
Yo!
Listen,
that was hard.
You
That-
should be
that
a
went
man,
harder than Disney
not a man like you.
Yes.
That
Dude.
was
Honestly,
S.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah. I just hate that Brave.
Followed similar notes with
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't recognize
I wish there was
the
more.
similarity between the two.
Honestly, I just wish there was more Brave.
it. Yeah.
content. But I mean, the game kind of slapped though for no reason. Like, it was pretty good.
I told you. I told you.
I know. That's what I'm referencing.
Aristocats.
I don't remember much of it, but I know it gets talked about fairly often still nowadays.
Honestly, I think it's literally just a better Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Just a way better Lady and the
Because
Tramp.
somehow Aristocats came out way before Lady and the Tramp. I have seen Lady and the Tramp more recently than that, but I remember that more than Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah. Like, there's just more going on, more memorable characters. B?
Somewhere in the realm of B.
Middle, low, high? Lower?
Above Lightning McQueen?
Above Lightning McQueen, probably above Pinocchio, personally.
Above Ant Life. A Bug's Life. I'm going to keep saying Ant Life because it's Ant's Life. Yeah, I did it.
That's valid. That's a good placement.
What is that?
If it's not Sleeping Beauty,
No, it's
who is it? I can't remember.
It's not Sword in the Stone.
No, this is Black Cauldron, right?
Yeah.
This is Black Cauldron because Sword in the Stone is there.
This is
Black Cauldron.
I don't know this.
I've never seen it.
Classic wizard tale, classic fantasy shit.
I've never seen this one.
This is super comparable to Sword in the Stone, and there's a reason. Like they're very similar.
I've seen Sword in the Stone.
So if you know Sword in the Stone, you kind of know the gist of this. It's just this has an actual it's a classic, boy meets girl, and I think more kids need to watch this movie in this day and age.
Yeah, damn fucking kids.
No, I think it's a good one, and I think it's in the same realm as the ones that are classic fables that just don't really hold up. Like they need just to be redone, remastered in a way.
Yeah.
Like they're just a little too outdated at this point. But I think it does it. Like I think it's right in vein with Alice in Wonderland. Honestly, that's kind of where it's at. It's a little forgettable, but also it's a little before our time a little bit. So it kind of runs into that problem. Emperor's New Fucking Groove.
My gut is high A.
Dude.
At the least high A.
Yeah. Kronk. Dude,
Patrick Warburton.
how does a side character
do better
than the majors? But by God,
don't spin off actually.
best dad.
Pacha.
Best dad Pacha.
This is what you want in that, isn't it? This is what you want.
He wants Treasure Planet in S tier.
Yeah.
Okay, Treasure Planet. Listen, I love
that would be my single pick if we were doing that.
I might have to join you on that one.
If that, I'm feeling high A. I'm feeling high A.
I want it above.
Lilo and Stitch.
I was gonna say above Brave just because it's older. And
That's valid. Kronk,
Brave
baby.
can't beat Kronk.
Dude, Kronk sneaking around.
Bro!
humming his own music. Probably one of the more quotable ones for sure. Mm-hmm. Like it's got the dialogue in it is very alive.
Yes.
It's very rhythmic.
Genuinely good.
Yeah, just genuinely good.
Feels very real.
Yes.
Fox and the Hound. This is a sad story.
It's the soul.
This.
You sound like you got passion with it somewhere.
This is the first movie as a kid that I cried, and I was like 7 when I watched this.
Bro, no.
I watched this when I was like 7 and proceeded to keep watching it after that. I've watched this probably like 10, 12 times.
I have watched this movie once and I refuse to watch it anymore because it makes me too sad.
Yeah.
I think I've seen it twice.
It is
So it's
sorrow-filled.
I've seen it maybe twice or thrice.
It is.
Thrice.
It is a sad story like Dumbo, but executed way better.
Yes.
I think.
And way more sad. And
I think there's a growth of friendship in this one with a better story. And honestly, it doesn't feel like it varies away too much from the point it's trying. Maybe not even the point it's trying to get over.
Just the moral
story.
the theme.
Yes.
Yeah, the moral that it's really trying to put in. The moral dilemma. I think low A. Honestly,
Well, because it makes everybody sad.
That's
the thing across the board. It's genuinely just that good.
Yeah, I think literally it's one of the only classics that's getting thrown up here right now.
Yeah.
Like
so
the
far.
older ones. Like it's one of the only classics.
Yeah,
that's
only
made
the
this.
pre. Yeah, only the only pre-2000s.
Yeah. Good dinosaur.
I haven't seen it.
It is.
It's really good.
It's a
really
JoJo
cute.
movie that's genuinely entertaining.
Yeah, it's good. What's his name? Sam Elliott as a fucking T-Rex rancher.
No way.
Stop! It was so good.
So fucking good.
No way.
It was him.
Yeah, Sam Elliott, dude. And he's like, and he has a speech about fear. And how it's not that you don't fear, it's that you choose to be courageous in a time of fear. You still feel the fear, but you choose courage.
Bro,
and I'm like, bro,
what?
you need to watch it. It's fucking weird right out the gate. Because you gotta get used
But
to
it's
the
great.
idea that dinosaurs are sentient and actually farm without opposable thumbs.
I think
They
the concept.
they have their own tools that they have designed.
I think the concept of the movie is the reason I didn't watch it.
Probably.
But like, I guess I need to watch it now. Sam Elliott,
Dude.
bro.
Goes hard. Goes hard, actually. Goes pretty hard.
Hey, like-
Dad dies on screen.
Yes.
Honestly, more and more I think about it, more and more. Very similar. Very similar
Yeah.
to Lion King.
Yep.
Story-wise.
Well, we're not at Lion King.
Yeah. I'm just saying, really similar. So if you like Lion King,
Well, yeah. Okay.
it's just dinosaurs. Dinosaurs and dude, little caveman kid.
Yeah, I know that.
Little caveman kid.
I know that. And he loses him, right?
He's just a little doggy.
Doesn't he like lose him?
Dog. Yeah.
That's what I know.
Yeah.
Dinosaur loses kid.
They split up at the end. By the end.
That's what I know.
Spoilers there, but I think it deserves A for sure.
Okay, I'm cool with that. If everyone else seems to like it that much,
I'm feeling lower A though. I don't think it goes all the
It's
way
a
up
good
here.
movie.
It's a
in
good one.
general.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's just a little more bare bonesy.
yeah.
There's not enough world development. There's not, a lot of side characters. I mean, the side characters come and go.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big problem. They don't stick around for the story, compounding it. So
It's a lesson.
yeah, I'd say right there.
Okay.
That's where I feel.
I'm cool with that.
Hunchback
Of Notre Dame.
of Notre Dame.
This movie is a work of art.
Well, all of these are technically a work of art.
But this one stands kind of above the rest.
Yes.
But you also have the mean priest that's angry at the gypsy.
Some of the best fucking musical
Bro,
lines.
for real.
Bars.
Fire,
Yes.
desire.
This song, I heard someone talk about it recently on like a video I was watching, but like that song is like phenomenal.
Oh yeah, no, it is.
I've watched
Disgustingly
music
good.
majors break down on the sheet of music of the actual notes and stuff, and how it choreographs with the fall of man
Yes.
intonation, while also in the same vein the instrumental crosses over it going upward to resemble that he is falling as a man does in spite of his holy schooling and upbringing kind of thing.
Well, yeah.
And it's like the duality of it
I think
in the music itself.
I think that
And I'm
was a
like,
very
oh,
similar
that's
note I had
incredible.
heard about it.
Yeah. Fantastic story. Animation is clean. and
Honestly,
beautiful.
yeah.
Music's phenomenal.
I want
Memorable.
it at I want it in A, high A at least.
I wanted to. Well, I don't remember. The second movie, I don't remember anything about
Oh, I mean, it's the second one.
Yeah.
You don't need it. Esmeralda. Hot.
I don't know, bro. Our next one's got a pretty hot topic about it.
I think above Brave,
it. About Brave.
at least. Do I hear any arguments for higher?
We could give it S.
If we were to give it higher, I would put it at least above Empress the Groove.
One more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
Quintessential family movie.
Damn,
Yes,
Ellen Paul, bro. Curves.
Gave us all mommy kinks.
Yes. But can
Your hat
Can we not forget the best line in this movie?
Oh.
Where is my super suit?
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna go.
Samuel Jackson.
What are you doing, kid? Waiting for something exciting to happen. Me too, kid.
Me too, kid.
In the most like depressed mannerism.
I think it's something that they just haven't. I think it was very unique in
Yes.
that the moral that it is like the dilemma that they're trying to derive is that of the family unit.
Yes, they
instead
definitely
of
wanted
an
to
individual.
be. Yes, which is a
And-
complete spin on most of the stuff
That
Disney
they
had
do.
been doing
Yeah.
at that time. Granted, Pixar was leading this one.
Yeah. Granted, most of what they've done, you know. And I think it's like, the prejudice of it all.
Yeah.
Like, that's a really
And the
strong,
story alone.
hot topic of it all, and always will be in society.
The visuals were
The
definitely
visuals were
one of it.
fantastic.
I loved it when Mr. Incredible just started bench pressing like train
Yeah,
cars.
train car. I love how the bad guy is super developed, and it's one of
There's
those
a whole
ones where
reason
it's
for it, yeah.
and it's like one of those ones where it's like I'm the hero of the story, and the reason the bad guy exists is because of my actions.
Yes.
Right.
And he realizes that.
Yeah, and I think that makes it like that's one of those tropes of framework of plot and friction that you don't see in a lot of these movies.
Yes.
I think it's unique in two different ways, which I think is why it holds so well, even today.
It is.
So you want it at the least somewhere in there.
I say at least high,
Okay. I'm
just
okay with
because of the unique morals,
Yes.
the unique themes.
The Underminer.
The Underminer.
And then we got like 5 minutes of them in the second movie that took 14 years to develop.
that. And that ass.
Yeah.
Badass or
That ass.
I mean, Dad's ass. Yeah.
Dad's ass too. It's not America's ass.
Man's built like we're.
I'm feeling somewhere in here,
Yeah.
like high A. I don't know what you guys are feeling.
I'm okay with either of those two spots.
Potch is still better family, better dad,
Oh yeah, no,
better
definitely.
dad, better dad.
Didn't sneak away to and
Do
get better just because of money.
Yep. Jungle Book.
I have not watched it forever. I just know Mowgli, best little guy,
Yeah, little boy.
protected by a big bear.
Little boy. Honestly, the live action was
Bare
really cool.
necessities of
Simple bare necessity.
It's been ages since I've seen this movie.
That's all I know.
Good.
I
We don't
wanna
want.
be
Hey,
like you.
we don't want to get. We don't want to be hit down by Disney. Big boy Disney. I don't know if we can find him, bro. Keep your music to a quiet.
The live action was fantastic. Still gives me nightmares to this waking hour.
I know it was a really good movie.
Clint Eastwood's eyes on a giant orangutan.
That is terrifying.
Jump scaring you in the dark. And then chasing after you. Good Lord. Horrifying. But yeah, this, honestly, it's really... It's a classic. Yeah.
I would put it somewhere around high B, low A.
High B? Low A?
Yeah.
I'm feeling around Frozen
Put it in front of it.
area.
Fun Frozen.
I know it'll make some people angry.
Lion King.
Classic. You can't go wrong with it. Good
the-
musicals.
The grandfather of all
Yeah.
of the, like, our era
Yes.
of, you know.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
And honestly, the visuals and the songs
Good for the
were
1990s.
done progressively well.
Mm-hmm.
I want to put it in A's.
Hamlet with lions, baby.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to put it in A's.
I would put it in high A.
Fantastic. High A. Right around Mulan is where I was feeling.
Okay, yeah, we're cool with that.
Like, I think
I would say put it
I-
above it, keep the animals together.
Yeah. I think these are all really in the same caliber
Yeah.
of films.
Yeah.
You know?
One of the quintessential Disney collection.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Little Mermaid.
I kind of want to put it with all the other simple ones we have, all the early ones we have. I don't know, that's too low.
Yeah, it wasn't too early. I think it was the 50s.
I-
Like Top of Sea,
Yeah, I think so.
or like in
I don't-
or
I'd
in
say
with
B.
Pocahontas and Peter
Um,
Pan area.
Definitely, I'd say I'd have to give it a B because
But
you
where
have the
is
musical.
B?
Yeah, the
Oh,
music slap.
Yeah. I'd
Also a really good villain.
And it didn't. Was there really a villain?
put
Yeah,
Ursula.
Ursula.
Ursula was just an angry.
She was the
sea witch.
villain.
Mm-hmm.
Because Triton was a dickhead to her.
The dad. Yeah.
I'd put it there. That's okay.
Yeah, that's valid.
Yeah. And look,
But to be fair, she did help Ariel. What's that one?
Winnie the Pooh.
Classic. Can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
But other than that, that's all I got.
Quintessential. I honestly,
Put it
high
I'd
B.
say top B.
I'd put it top.
Yeah, I'd put it above Robin
Everyone's
Hood.
favorite
Yeah.
bear,
Yeah. I love the TikTok shorts that are just like, shout out to the guy, but I have no idea what his name is. But he animates if Pooh was leader of the world. And it's world peace.
It was Goobus.
Yeah, that guy.
I watched it.
Yeah. It honestly, hilarious.
It's
You need to
so
find him.
soft-spoken.
You need to find him if you can.
I'll show it later.
It's just like, what's war? And then it's just like, it doesn't exist anymore, just because you asked.
Yep.
please.
Yeah.
And it's just like, he's like, Pooh, you're now leader of the world instead of the U.S. Oh no, oh bother. Pooh just, oh bother.
Genuinely.
I was so stressful being the leader of the USA. I don't know if I can do this. It's a whole world. And he goes, honestly, just because you said that, every country has united under you and have declared peace. They're destroying all their weapons right now. And he's just like, oh, is that good? And it's just like, yes, cool. That's fantastic. Honestly, we've made it very simple. Just hit this button, and the world will have perfect peace for the rest of your days. And he goes, I mean, that makes it simple, I guess. It's just like, dude, it's so good. It's so crazy. It's so good.
Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog.
Great villain.
Collapse.
I love.
Dude, yeah,
He's
villain.
got friends on the other side.
Dude, the music's
Would you
so
please?
good.
Would you shake a poor sinner's hand? And I love the series of memes. It's fun, but good music.
Mm-hmm.
And they open up a restaurant together.
Oh yeah, no. Honestly, one of the ones. I think it's in the same vein as Mulan, where it's just a strong female character.
Yeah.
It done right.
Yeah.
Like a female lead, really done well. Same with like Tangled too. Tangled was a pretty good one with a strong female lead.
So where would we put it?
I'm feeling obviously A.
A. Mid-A.
Question is, do we feel like it's on the same caliber as Mulan?
I'd put it.
Or do we
I'd
put it
just above Inside Out at best?
Just above Inside
Yeah,
Out?
a little bit more engaging. It's not.
That's valid.
But it's engaging.
Honestly, yeah, I agree with that. And it's like a whole like style to it. The theme, it's so good. The bad guy is so good. And then there's the secondary bad guy. You
That's
know,
a little less bad.
Yeah,
Screw
but
over by
still
the big
there.
bad guy.
Yeah.
It worked out well.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Rest
Down
in
Under?
peace. I
Yeah.
haven't watched it in years, so I can't
Yeah.
really give you too much for it.
I haven't watched it
just
in
know it's
forever.
I just know it's there. It's a classic. People talk about it every once in a while. How it's
Yeah.
a good movie.
Yeah, I feel
B
high B maybe.
sounds good.
Maybe middle B is kind of what I'm feeling. I feel like it's above Polar Express.
But Polar Express, I was gonna say.
That's what I'm feeling.
Sword in the
Stone. Honestly, I just kind of want to put it right above Black Cauldron.
Fair enough.
Because like this one gets forgot a lot more, and this one is just one of the classic fable style stories that. Like, the animation is so good.
Yeah.
Because it's the older style with just those beautiful, like, canvas paintings in the background. And all that jazz. So, I love Sword in the Stone.
Yeah.
But I think it's just another one of those ones that kind of... It's old.
Yeah, I completely agree with
Yeah.
you. It told a story.
Yeah. Toy Story.
You've got a friend in me. Boom, boom.
Pizza Planet.
Bro.
This is what gave us Pizza Planet.
Yeah, I know. A.
A?
I would say high A.
High A. How high?
Jump is how high I'd say.
As high as Draft Pussy?
Yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, that's pretty high. So like right above Brave.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. That's valid. I think it's got really good morals.
Yes.
We all understand why it's going there. It's also one of those ones where honestly, number 2 kind of clapped harder than number 1.
Yeah, I think there was just a lot more for them to work with in number 2 after they developed.
I think this was like this was pushing the envelope, and it was a trailblazer.
Yes.
And then because of that, they launched.
And then number
off of
3,
it with number 2. Number 3 was actually pretty good.
It was okay,
It was one of those ones where the third really closed it off, was very good.
And then 4 came out.
And then 4 they just tried to I heard good things about 4.
I watched it.
I think it just tackled a different problem.
Yeah,
and so it didn't feel the same.
Yeah, I think that's really what it was.
It really just didn't.
It was an okay movie.
Yeah.
Treasure Planet.
This, if we were doing picks, is my pick. This would be the one that I would move straight up.
I genuinely agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say this goes in S. The
world building.
Was the world building.
The world building.
The designs.
The style.
The
music,
animation.
The villain.
The villain.
I thought it was.
Bro.
I thought it was the Scorpion guy that was the villain. No, the whole ass crew is treacherous, and the only good people on it are the captain, the stone guy that gets thrown into the black hole.
Bro.
Good
main character.
movie.
Jim.
Throw an S.
And I love the technology because seeing that at the time, I say put it above Atlantis.
I would say put Atlantis back of S.
Yeah. I'm almost saying Treasure Planet should go on first. What do you think?
You all know what I think.
Yeah, definitely. I would say if we're doing that, put Tarzan behind Treasure Planet. Because I think Tarzan, with it coming out earlier, it was able to hit a...
It was able to hit a different audience.
Not even audience, different story and, vibe.
Fair enough.
It hit the older, the less restricted stories.
Tarzan as a story is almost as old as these Grimm fairy tales.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Which I think speaks to how they did the movie.
Yes.
How high up it got.
Yeah, well, it also came out a lot
comparison to the
newer
rest of
than
them.
all the other Grimm ones.
Yeah, I mean, Rapunzel's over here, and this was newer than that.
Yeah.
So it kind of speaks to it.
But Treasure Planet, I
haven't
I'm
seen
still
it so
here.
long, but oh my god.
on my work playlist, and it plays so frequently. It is so nice.
Dude. Just the world is so tasteful. It's just so.
I love the technology. I love the storytelling. I love the lore. I love the.
The moral of
really
it
good.
is the missing father, which is so applicable to the society that we live in today.
Yes, missing
Holy
father.
shit, hits hard. I have a great dad, and it hit fucking hard, bro.
I wish we had a great.
I'm just
Had to
saying,
hit that
man.
one.
Oh my, it's so good. Speaking about things that hit hard.
It was honestly.
I'm gonna give it a solid low S, genuinely
Yeah.
I would
The
even.
That's
background
valid.
music's good.
If we don't want it
the
an S,
story's
I'd
good.
say high A.
I really
Top
like
of A.
Yeah. Because it hit on such a happy and sad note.
Do you know how much detail went into the little montage of the
Yeah, there was so much detail.
Bill? I forgot the older guy's name.
Huh?
The older guy's name. What's the older guy's name?
Carl.
Manga?
Carl and I don't remember the girls, of course.
It was E something.
Edith.
It was something. No.
Along those lines, but still, their little montage of them falling in love and getting married,
Dude.
and she had his carriage.
Dude, yeah.
And
Just
you
this
don't
whole
notice that as a
montage
kid.
of life.
You don't notice that as a kid, and then
Yeah.
you just see them get old together and whatnot.
Well, granted, when it came out, we were probably
It came out in 2009, so we were only 10.
Yeah, we would have been 10.
that old.
Yeah.
I look at some of these and I'm amazed it's that old.
Yeah, right? It feels so fresh in our minds still.
It just looks so good.
But
It's the core memories.
But you watch it as an adult, and you see so many themes behind it.
Yeah.
And him grow as a character hits home.
I love that it's the antithesis of the kind of bad guy to protagonist, antagonist to protagonist relationship.
Yeah.
That is in The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Where it is instead the bad guy is and was his hero, and realizes that there is evil even in him.
Yeah.
It takes away that fantasy even when he was a kid, strips that away, making him realize truly what the world being, and that while also re-bolstering the belief of a child because of his interaction with the kid. like throughout the whole
It
thing.
is a truly beautiful.
It's a good one.
I
Top of
can talk about that a while, but let me tell you, I'd still say Treasure Planet.
Treasure Planet. It's just such a flavor, man. It's so hard.
So good.
It goes so hard.
Alright, what's this next one?
This one is Freebird.
This is Freebird,
The
yeah.
turkey one?
Yeah, I think so.
I
didn't watch it.
No, it's not. I don't think it's. I think it's close to that, but I know Freebird is that turkey one. So I can't remember the name of this one.
So we just put it in haven't seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
We have better movies to talk about.
Yeah, this is like pigeons and shit.
Oh god.
Like I've seen it once and forgot about it, kind of.
Alright, then anyway.
Haven't seen it.
So
Yeah.
it's just
Wall.
Alright, so Wally. The thing that he becomes a synth for another robot and it goes into space.
Yeah,
just to see that humans are fat and obese and they come back.
I agree with you.
It's a story and I really enjoy it.
Mhm.
And I almost agree that it's S tier.
No, it is just two.
Like when it comes to story, yeah, like
Yeah.
genuinely good watch. I could watch it 100 times and be happy.
Well, it comes with the merit of at the start of the
What gives it
movie.
those qualities?
It comes with the merit at the start
Music.
of the movie. You're not going to be able to look at the movie
Music.
and tell the way it's going to go.
Okay, fair enough.
It actually throws people off. Like, oh yeah, this is
Yeah, your
definitely
first
what
time
it's gonna
watching
be.
it, you kind of have no idea what to expect,
Exactly. It throws
which
you
is
for a
really
loop.
really happy.
Fair.
It's a breath of fresh air in the era that it came out.
Yes.
You know. Also, just super original.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it has a very original design, and like the stylization of it all was fantastic.
It kind of reminds me of the Idiocracy now that I think about it.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of that same like, yo,
It's the
we're
same
being
concept,
stupid.
really.
Where it's just the future being a dystopia.
A giant Costco.
It's
Yeah.
it's the future
Welcome to
being
Costco, I love you.
this undertoned dystopia that is caked and painted like it's a utopia.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like it's the showing of creature comforts that if you focus on only pleasing those, you lose what makes humans human and what makes the reason for life,
Yes.
you know, to be lived.
That's
I
it.
feel it's here.
Yeah.
I think it's as complex as Big Hero 6. I just think this chews more and the world is much more
Developed.
and
Yeah.
feels alive. Yeah.
Yeah,
This
no.
is like a dead world.
I
almost.
100% agree with you.
Yeah.
We've only got a couple more to go. Let's pop them out.
Wreck-It Ralph.
Seeing the guy go from villain to hero in
Yeah.
the way that he did through actual character development, not like, I should change, is
Yeah.
so good. And seeing like Penelope go back to
Von
where she was
Schweetz.
at. And okay, so the music with Owl City is fucking beautiful.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Honestly, it was, especially coming out when it did, it was like I did not get chills from Big Hero 6. I got chills from this movie.
Yeah.
When he was falling and he was holding the like made medallion that he's, you know, it's his medal
Yeah.
that Von Schweetz gave him, and he's falling ready to punch through the Mentos to blow up all the
Ready for the
guys,
sacrifice.
and he's doing the mantra of the Bad Guys Club.
Yeah.
That gave me fucking chills.
Oh,
that was
man.
that gave me
That hits
chills.
hard. Not home, but it hits hard. So I'm gonna have to give it like.
I'm feeling high A.
I would.
I think
yeah,
it's
I would
somewhere
put it-
in
I'd
I'd say
put it
between
in
Monsters Incorporated and
Quasi.
Hunchback. Yeah, Quasi.
That's where you're feeling.
Yeah,
I'm
I think.
not thinking.
Yeah, I'm okay with
You
it.
agree with that? Okay. All right.
The reason why furries exist. Well, at least
The adding okay of furries.
I,
The reinforcing of furries.
it was a good story. I kind of want to put it in B.
Yeah, I think.
I would wager like higher.
I think it was just kind of
I'd
lackluster.
say high B because the story was.
I mean, the story was good.
I think the world was cooler than the story.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like the world. I think like the
I'd
world
like
was
to
really
see
cool.
more stuff in that world.
Yeah.
But
I'm so
the
impressed.
moral was very simple.
Yeah.
Like it's something that they've done time and time again.
And it worked out.
And yeah, it did fine. It's just animal people, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just animal people.
But a country mouse going to a concrete jungle.
Yeah, it's
And as someone who's done that before, it's
Yeah.
It's a jarring experience.
Like,
It's
I would-
handled well.
100%, I would rather watch Stuart Little
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
than this movie.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I don't blame you.
And I think it doesn't. I don't think it deserves higher than.
Yeah, no.
I think
agree
it's
with
right in the same vein as Frozen.
Good.
that.
Agree.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like it's right in the same ballpark.
What's that?
Snow White,
Snow White and
the
the Seven
very
Dwarfs.
first Disney movie that they ever did.
Sleeping Beauty and the
Yeah.
Seven Dwarfs. You know, the
Yeah,
one.
yeah. Hi ho, hi ho.
I'd put it in
It's off
high
to
C,
a
low
quick go.
B.
Yeah.
Because I get that it
Well,
has
so
the
far,
concept that everyone likes and most people know
Yeah.
about it, but I think it loses its story
Yeah. Now, especially
with
nowadays.
with the passing of time.
Yeah.
Where there's a lot more that you can get out of a newer movie versus, oh, she ate a poison apple because,
Yeah.
you know, one lady didn't like her, and now all the dwarfs have to take care of her.
She's the fairest of them all.
You know
Yeah.
what's really sad? It kind of brings back to the. Oh, it doesn't bring back, but it really does take 8 people to rent a house nowadays.
Yeah.
Dude, so right, so right.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Good music.
I
Really good
haven't
music.
seen it until this last year.
It's a musical.
Yeah,
it's really
exactly.
good. The stop motion.
The stop
animation,
motion is really good.
fantastic.
But I think a lot of it's overhyped.
No, okay, listen. I love.
Like,
I love
I
his
get-
eccentrics. I love Jack Skellington's
I-
eccentrics.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love the stop motion of it and all, but I really think it's
Mm-hmm.
overhyped a lot of the time.
That's fair.
Honestly, I believe it's fantastic for what it was trying to be. I think they executed it perfectly. And I believe, yeah, it is 100% just very, very, very good representation of just Halloween.
Yes.
Because for a kid.
Yeah.
And like the understanding of it all. And there's not a lot of representation for Halloween. It's like, I think it goes above this
Okay.
for sure. I think this is like the lowest I'd be okay giving it. I think we'd be kidding ourselves if it's lower.
Okay, yeah.
But I mean,
No, I
I'm
don't
saying
wanna
this
put
is
it
the
much
lowest
higher.
bar.
Yeah.
I think
I
this
really
is the
don't wanna
lowest
put it-
bar.
I don't want to put it much higher than that either.
Yeah.
You think top of B?
I don't want to put it much higher than that. I'm okay with where it is. You put it back where it was.
What are you feeling?
I'm gonna have to agree. Like.
With who?
Good video. I know. Oh.
Who are you
With
agreeing
who?
with?
Oh well.
He
you both
wants
high
it. He wants it right here.
Yeah.
I'm saying probably right
That's
here.
still both high B's, but
Yeah.
okay. So my opinion on
Which
it
would you agree
is,
between the
again,
two?
I love the eccentrics. I love the characters.
Oh yeah.
The musical
World building.
world
Yeah.
building. Just hates Christmas.
Side characters are beautiful.
Yeah.
You know.
And best friend turns out to be villain kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah,
you
okay.
whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I'm going to give it like just below. Move it behind that. Yeah, there we go.
Behind-
Can't
right
remember.
there?
What's
Behind
what's-
Winnie.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Just behind Winnie the Pooh.
Okay. All right. That's valid.
We have one more. Onward.
I haven't seen it.
Another good kind of family unit. Cinderella.
I have only seen the trailers of it, and it's one I've been meaning to watch.
Oh, you guys haven't seen it at all.
No. It's been one I've been meaning to watch.
Oh.
I've got it and
Okay.
everything. I just haven't sat down and watched it yet. I know the
I-
premise of it.
I love D&D. We enjoy D&D
It's
a
really
lot.
fantasy heavy.
It's
and
fantasy
I know
heavy.
It's in the similar vein.
It's really fun.
But just.
I don't. There's the only conflict through the whole movie. I think it runs into the exact same gripe and problem that Frozen ran into.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Exact same thing, where
They spent too much time walking
they
on
just
one thing
wanted
than the other.
they just wanted a bad guy at the end. That's it.
Fair enough.
That's it. And I don't want to spoil it for you guys
Yeah.
because it's still a cool movie, but literally could have literally just had this big blow up fight in the family where they end up going at each other and like hammering all their grievances out kind of thing, and that would have been cooler and better story writing. Like
Yeah.
if they would have, instead of resolving everything as they went through everything like they normally do, and just kept like the problems kind of bubbling and rising and stuff like that. I think if they would have done it in that style and just had this big emotional like blow up in the family instead of just throwing a bad guy at the end for them to fight.
Yeah.
same thing as Frozen.
Yeah.
But I think honestly, it's
Mid-high B.
I'm thinking right
Okay.
here.
Fair enough.
Like it's okay, but honestly, pretty forgettable.
Yeah.
Pretty forgettable. I'm not saying don't watch it once, but you'll probably understand exactly what I'm saying
Yeah.
if you watch it once.
Yeah.
So, is there any rearranging that we're wanting to do?
I think we did good.
I don't know. I think everything's kind of where we want it. And I mean, if we don't think there's anything that should be arranged, and you guys think it is, leave it in the comments.
Yeah. leave it
Argue
in
with
the comments.
us. Tell us why Bambi deserves to be S.
Tell us why Bambi deserves to be S. Tell us how horribly and wrong we are for not actually watching or remembering
I've
these
actually
ones.
watched Planes.
I honestly haven't.
You
I had
can
no
go
interest.
and sit over there in the corner,
I-
back into the basement where you belong.
I've watched.
Eat your eggshells.
I've
Don't tell us how to live our lives.
I know that this is Soul, right?
Yeah.
And like
It's actually really good.
I watched a review of it, but that's it. And I thought, okay, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like not being swayed by the review, but like just he basically watched the whole thing. So, but yeah, this is our tier list.
Yeah.
We got our saucy S tiers and all the ones that honestly were really close to making it.
Yeah,
to the
they
cut.
were.
Really close to making it to the cut, right? Like right in these guys, like
Oh,
the top
yeah.
5 to 6.
I would say like top 8-ish.
top
Yeah, top
8-ish.
has the cuts for it, but
Yeah.
Top 10. Top 10.
Top-
Make it easier. Round up.
okay.
Boom,
fair
boom,
enough.
all the way to Lion King. But yeah, ultimately, tell us why. Yeah, Bambi deserves
That's two.
Higher.
S tier. Why someone really enjoys spooky stuff, and that's why Frank and Weenie and Nightmare Before Christmas deserve S or something.
And if you enjoyed how hard Phil Collins went on Tarzan, leave a like,
Leave a like, subscribe.
and we'll see you all in the next one.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.